them.
I used to print their menus back in the day. I would literally trade print jobs for cheesesteaks. That's how good they were. I did not charge them. I'm like, I'm coming up there, have 5 ready to go. Don't say a word, no mayo. And by the way, they get pissed. If you're in a real cheesesteak joint, they really take credit. You're not supposed to get mayonnaise on your cheesesteak. That is a massive no-no.
Yeah, that's disgusting,
yes,
first of all.
A massive no-no.
Cameras on.
When you go to a place that really is famous for them and you ask for mayo on your cheesesteak,
that sounds gross.
You will get side-eyed.
Good. You deserve to be side-eyed. Maybe smacked with a spatula, a greasy spatula.
I like a little bit of mayonnaise.
Our video's back. Find us on YouTube.
All
We're
right,
there.
very nice. Deb, what's up for news?
We need to go in there and rub Jack's back and tell him nice compliments and stuff.
Was he having a baby?
We're going to talk about the NTSB investigating that deadly LaGuardia runway collision. The NTSB just had a press conference. We're learning some more details. Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd makes an offer to TSA agents, and bad news for allergy sufferers.
Oh, that's me.
We'll talk about that and more coming up next during JCS News.
All right, take a little break. We'll come back and get Deb's news and do more of the Jim Colbert Show. Stay right there.
Real radio. It is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
No, we don't want a stale-ass trivia question.
It is stale, and I'm going to get rid of it, and that's why I want to blow it right now so I can throw it away.
Hold on a second. Say that again.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real radio 104.1.
There's a disabled truck blocking the right lane on Florida's Turnpike southbound before that Beach Line, Orange Blossom Trail Ramp Junction. I-4 westbound before Colonial Drive. There's an accident off to the shoulder getting cleared up. Northbound and southbound lanes are getting affected due to a serious accident on Highway 1792 at Ronald Reagan Boulevard. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by MapQuest.
Before smartphones, there was MapQuest. Before GPS, there was MapQuest. Before Google Maps, there was MapQuest. And guess what? MapQuest is back. Now on your phone. No printer required. Download the MapQuest app on the App Store or visit mapquest.com.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit thenickleegroup.com.
We honor the biggest stars from all genres of music that you love listening to all year long.
Don't miss our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards. Watch live on Fox Thursday night starting at 8 p.m. and listen on iHeartRadio stations across America and the free iHeart app.
Trashy is a proud partner of the 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards. This spring, turn your closet clutter into rewards with the Take Back Bag. Learn more and get started at trashy.io.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Gardeners, yard care enthusiasts, hobby horticulturalists. The yard care industry hid a horrible secret from us. They sold us toxic chemicals and called it green. It's time for Sunday. Just soybean proteins, iron, seaweed, molasses. Real ingredients that make your soil thrive. Sunday blends clean ingredients with real science for a yard that's thicker, greener, and healthier. Get your custom Sunday yard plan for spring at getsunday.com.
TK Law does divorce differently. No gimmicks, no false promise. They don't fight for men or women. They fight for you, your facts, your future. TK Law, one firm for life. Visit onefirmforlife.com.
I'm a good person. I pay my taxes. And then, right when I get my refund check, bam! Car dealers want it for a down payment. Well, not this year. I'm going to RC. RC Hill Mitsubishi. Every vehicle is a dime.
It's my tax time dime down sales event. It's inventory tax time, and I'm way overstocked. Prices under 20 grand, payments under $300 a month. Brand new 2025s and 200 certified used cars and trucks must go. Get $5,687 over KBB trade value. Prices under 20 grand, payments under $300 a month. With 0% financing for 72 months. Get into the best back car in America at RC Hill Mitsubishi.
Plus, you get a lifetime warranty. Lifetime on new and pre-owned.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime.
at RC Hill Mitsubishi. Into land, just 2 miles off I-4. To land and Ocala.
RCHill.com.
RCHill.com.
Dine down, $535 a month, 72 months at 6% APR, plus tax tag title to qualified buyers.
Are you tired of cookie-cutter barbershops and sterile salons? At Hammer & Nails Grooming for Guys, they believe today's extraordinary man deserves more than just a haircut. Hammer & Nails offers premium grooming services in a space that's built for men. No pedicure fumes, no take-a-number chaos, just expert care, craft cocktails, large screen TVs that you control, and an atmosphere you can actually unwind in. Because when it comes to men's grooming, they don't cut corners. They redefine the whole experience. Hammer & Nails. Come as you are, leave as you want to be.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. It's tournament season and the deals are tipping off. As interest rates drop, we're driving them down even further with financing as low as 0% APR on select new Kias. And our team is ready to go full court press to help you get approved, even if your credit isn't perfect. Explore one of the area's largest Kia inventories at greenwaykias.com. More inventory, more competition, more money for your trade. I'm Joe Rossi and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
With approved credit. Offers expire 4/5/26.
The podcast Love Trapped examines how former Bachelor Clayton Echard's one-night fling spiraled into a paternity scandal. Through interviews and investigation, the podcast follows his fight to expose the truth with the help of strangers and citizen sleuths.
The whole fear behind this is like, first off, I don't believe you. But if by chance you actually got pregnant, I'm not afraid of how many kids. I'm afraid of you.
Listen to Love Trapped on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Love Trapped and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
MSC Cruises feel so stylish and European. Let's espresso and gelato.
Espresso and gelato? Those aren't verbs.
Yeah, on MSC Cruises they are.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm into the American stuff. Let's coffee and soft serve.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe later we can chaise lounge and espadrille?
I think you mean pool chair and flip-flop.
For a limited time, get up to 30% off cruises, plus kids sail free. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
It's tax season, and by now, I know you're a bit tired of the numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud. Not all grim news. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats that you could easily miss on your own. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to fix it. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK, 1-800-LifeLock or lifelock.com. Terms to apply.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
It's tax season, and by now, I know you're a bit tired of the numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud. Not all grim news. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats that you could easily miss on your own. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to fix it. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK, 1-800-LifeLock or lifelock.com. Terms to apply.
On paper, the three hosts of the Nick, Dick, and Paul show are geniuses. We can explain how AI works, data centers, but there are certain things that we don't necessarily understand.
What Kugler did that I think was so unique.
Who's he?
He's the writer-director.
Who do you think he is? But hey, no one's perfect. We're pretty close, though. And you can find out if you listen to the Nick, Dick, and Paul show on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow the Nick, Dick, and Paul show and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Need a new roof or gutters? Visit homebuildersnetwork.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Come on, man. Bad news for allergy sufferers. I'm tired of sounding like a cartoon all the time. This is my allergy. It's called laryngitis from all the friggin' pollen for 3 months now. I'm just tired of it. This is Evil Eye, and you know what I normally sound like, but god dang, man, All right. Cartoon Mike out.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. 77031, that's how you text us. I'm Jim. There is Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
And Deb has your news. Let's get it.
Yeah, I do.
It's time for JCS News.
Wow, has this guy got to put his name on everything?
It's in my contract, dude.
Here's the news on the Jim Colbert Show.
And as always, JCS News is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. Runway number 4 remains closed at New York's LaGuardia Airport after Sunday's fatal collision between an Air Canada regional jet and an airport fire truck during a landing. Investigators say they're going to be interviewing the air traffic controller who could be heard saying he messed up as he was dealing with a separate emergency. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says they were a few controllers short, but called LaGuardia a very well-staffed airport.
Yeah.
Turns out that one air traffic controller was actually doing the job of 2 positions.
Oh, I can only imagine.
He was doing the job of 2 positions, and not only that, it just broke recently that the fire truck in that deadly collision didn't have a transponder needed to trigger a warning system.
Whoa.
That is also according to the NTSB. Data reportedly shows the plane was going around 100 miles per hour as it plowed into the airport fire truck on the runway, killing the 2 pilots. But a lot of the injured passengers said, listen, they give all the credit to these 2 pilots. They said they hit the brakes really hard as the plane landed, and then they felt like they tried to put it in reverse to slow it down even more.
Yeah.
But they credit those 2 pilots, who are the only 2 who lost their lives, unfortunately.
Right, yeah.
But they credit their actions with allowing the 41 passengers to go home.
Wow.
I can't imagine, like, the amount of time they had when they realized that
Yes.
they had a problem to be able to react. At going 100 miles an hour.
100 miles an hour.
That could not be more than just a second or 2.
Yeah, yeah.
And exactly. Yeah. And to still have the wherewithal to think and do something. The NTSB has recovered the cockpit voice recorder and the data recorder. All right, ICE agents are at several airports across the country in a bid to help ease the burden on TSA agents who've been working without pay during the partial government shutdown. They showed up for the first time on Monday at President Trump's urging. The shutdown has led to many TSA agents calling out sick and in some cases just quitting their jobs altogether. Now a lot of them are driving for Uber Eats, just trying to put some money in their pockets, right? ICE agents are helping with crowd control as lines at some security checkpoints have been long due to the staffing shortage. But again, they don't have any of the training, so they can't do any of the passenger pat-downs or any of the further screening. They're just like, you go over there.
Yeah. We're just here to loiter.
Exactly. And remind you that we're getting a paycheck. So out of work TSA agents, heads up, you may want to contact the Polk County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Grady Judd posted a video on Facebook yesterday inviting agents from the TSA and ICE to apply for a job with the PCSO. He promises they'll never miss a paycheck ever. Judd also promises a $20,000 hiring bonus.
Damn.
If you're a TSA agent who is working without pay or you're trying to find gig work to keep your bills.
What's interesting, I think I might have been 2 weeks ago, he was complaining about the opposite.
Yeah.
ICE agents and Border Patrol poaching their
Yes.
deputies.
Yeah. We just talked about that. Yeah.
So now he's decided to play along.
Yeah.
The Department of Homeland Security announced yesterday, again, over 400 TSA officers have quit since the government shutdown began over a month ago. But that's, you had 3,200 who called out of the job yesterday.
What do you think the average pay is for a TSA officer with maybe 3 or 4 or 5 years of experience? What do you think? It's like 60, 70 grand? Something like that?
I think that's a good target.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say 50 to 55.
Yeah, let me see.
All right, travelers at Sarasota Bradenton International Airport won't see ICE agents as well at security checkpoints because SRQ uses private contractors instead of federal screeners. The arrangement is part of a TSA program that lets select airports, including SRQ and Orlando Sanford, who we spoke to the gentleman last week about how this deal allows them to avoid this mess. Hire private companies for passenger screening. Airport officials say the setup keeps lines moving and helps avoid staffing issues seen at some federally run checkpoints.
What do you guys think the average salary is OIA?
For TSA?
Yep.
Average salary, $59,000.
I'll go 55.
45 grand. If you have experience, it can get up to 60.
Can get up to 60.
Yeah, 41 to 49 is the average. That's why I said 45. Up to 60 for experienced officers, and starting around 35.
Wow. And if you're looking for ways maybe to help, we are going to be talking to Greg Higerson from Second Harvest Food Bank later on this today. All right, going by the road, gas prices are slightly lower in Florida. AAA says the statewide average is now $3.92 a gallon, down a penny from Monday. Huh? Yeah. Prices are still 6 cents higher than last week and more than $1 above where they were a month ago. Diesel is averaging $5.53. That's up a cent overnight.
Wow.
That's a lot, right? All right. Well, more than 300 residents are still out of their homes at an Orlando apartment building after a 911 call revealed cracks and other structural issues last week.
We cannot open our doors to the hallway to leave. We could not open our patio doors. Something is wrong.
The building management company says engineers need more detail. You know what that means? Mm-hmm. It could mean tearing up walls, floors, and ceilings. One resident says she's been told that she can't get in there to get her stuff. They're going to have movers come in and pack their things.
There's other trouble brewing as well. I read a story today. I actually have to talk about today.
Really?
The trouble is there are some signs that the apartment complex or the complex had people come in and fix stucco in the building underneath.
Oh.
And what that would mean is that they were covering up cracks. Like when the building shifts and the stucco breaks, stucco's like a skim coating, right? When that cracks, that's an indicator that something has changed. And I read yesterday there is some evidence they think that the owners had that skimmed over rather than investigated. So that's when it gets very interesting, because
rent set. What were you going to say?
And what makes it scary is it was it didn't go through the permitting process, which adds even more question marks to it, because if it was just a regular job, you would get that permitted, you would hire a stucco person would come in and do the job, you'd pay the job, and off you go. You get your permit number, that way it's registered with this county, but they did not do that.
So just handyman it?
Spackle over a crack? Come on, man.
Well, rents have been suspended, and each family is getting $1,000 to deal with expenses. It's not known when or if residents will be able to return home. It's looking more like they're just not going to be able to enter the building again. All right, a Lake County man, first person to go to Knucklehead Island, is facing charges after a deadly hit-and-run crash. Mascot Police announced yesterday Brandon Charles Gregory Lewis was arrested for...
Where's the hospital out of last names?
Was arrested for first-degree vehicular homicide. He was allegedly driving the car that hit and killed a woman last week. She was identified as Ashley Tire. She was working for Just Shop Tires.
Yeah.
And coworkers say she was chasing Lewis because he refused to pay for the used tires he got. How much do you think his bill was?
It's not much.
It's not much.
It's not more than $50.
It's like $100.
It was $95 when he took the car off the jack, jumped in, and hauled ass out of the parking lot. She throws a drink at his car and then chases it. He ends up scooping her up onto the hood, and she's clinging onto the car till he made a hard turn, and she ended up falling off, was put on life support, but then over the weekend they took her off life support.
Yeah, she passed.
And she did pass away. Yeah, she was chasing him again because he refused to pay for the tires he got. Police say the incident involved reckless and dangerous behavior, demonstrating a blatant disregard for human life.
Yeah, that's going to be a manslaughter thing. He's going to be going away for a while.
Yeah,
15, 18, 20.
$95.
Yeah, $95.
That's it. All right, Florida voters are casting ballots today in several special elections, including a closely watched race for a Palm Beach County House seat that covers the area around Mar-a-Lago. Democrat Emily Gregory is facing Republican John Maples for the District 87 seat, which opened after Mike Caruso left to become Palm Beach County's clerk and comptroller. Hillsborough County voters are also choosing a new state senator in District 14. That seat opened up when former Senator Jay Collins was appointed lieutenant governor last year. And in Polk County, Republican Hillary Hawley and Democrat Edwin Perez are competing for a vacant House seat previously held by Josie Tomkow, who resigned to run for a vacant Hillsborough County Senate seat.
There you go.
Meanwhile, public records show President Trump voted via mail-in ballot. For the upcoming Florida special election, the action appears to contrast with his past comments on mail-in voting, or as he called it on Monday, quote, mail-in cheating, end quote.
You mean conflict? He's telling everybody that it's mail-in voting is the biggest way to cheat, but yet he voted by mail-in vote.
Yeah.
Palm Beach County records indicate his mail ballot was received and counted by election officials. By the way, mail-in ballot when he was in South Florida and could have gone to the polling place.
He could have, yeah.
Would have been a security nightmare. And counted by election officials, but the records don't detail how it was delivered to election officials. Despite publicly condemning the voting method as fraudulent, Trump also used it to vote in 2020. All right, Florida's chief financial officer continues to push for property tax reform as he shows results of his FAFO audit. CFO Blaze Ngolia says an audit of Blaze, if only he would. CFO Blaze Ngolia says an audit of 14 local governments shows nearly $2 billion in wasteful spending in just 1 year alone.
That is $1.98 billion of property tax cuts that it could have easily been made with zero cuts to service.
So excessive spending in Orange County tallied around $200 million. According to the CFO, the audit found the county could reduce its tax rate by 0.86%. Palm Beach County gets the dubious distinction of having the worst ranking in the audit at $344 million.
What county was that?
Palm Beach.
Oh, wow, really?
But again...
Come on, Blaze, nut up, and let's investigate that DeSantis charity, buddy.
Yeah, no
Come on,
doubt.
buddy.
No doubt. And not only that, but I believe Palm Beach County is on the hook for all of that security around Mar-a-Lago. That just increases their costs there as well. Yeah. All right, Governor Ron DeSantis says a bill he just signed will protect the health, security, and freedom of Floridians. DeSantis was talking about the Florida Farm Bill he signed yesterday in Highlands County. It prevents local governments from banning gas and diesel-powered equipment, limits inappropriate high-density development in certain areas, and requires U.S. citizenship or ownership to get emergency recovery loans. DeSantis says the Farm Bill will protect the state's agriculture, consumers, and rural communities. We still have rural communities?
A couple, yeah. There's one. You got to pay to see it, though.
Agriculture Commissioner Wilton Simpson says this is a major win for the people who feed our state and our nation. All right, NASA is holding an all-day news conference to update the plans for the first crewed moon flyby since 1972. Next week, the first human moon mission in more than 50 years is expected to launch from NASA's Kennedy Space Center, sending 4 astronauts on a journey around the moon. Dr. Lori Glaze, give me a moment here. Dr. Lori Glaze is the acting associate administrator for NASA's Exploration Systems Development Mission Directorate.
Jesus, they love names.
Oh, my goodness.
We are now, as I said, aiming for April 1st. The launch window extends from the 1st through the 6th, and there should be about 4 attempts possible within that 6-day period.
What did you say before then?
Yeah, no, if you say that 3 times in a row, Jim Parsons appears in front of you.
I love that. Any part of their job is going to be in their title, so you know exactly what everyone does.
Exactly. I know.
What is an all-day press conference?
I have never heard of anything like that, as well as an Exploration Systems Development Mission Directorate. All of this is Greek to me.
There needs to be some kind of I don't know, some kind of way to say that easier.
You and me both.
Yeah.
All right, spring training is coming to an end in Florida. The 2026 Grapefruit League season runs from late February through late March. Some teams have already finished their last games, and others are closing out today as they head into the regular season.
Yeah. Jack, who's supposed to be good this year?
Baseball?
Yeah, who's
Yankees.
Yankees?
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I asked.
It's always the Yankees.
Okay.
The Yankees, based in Tampa, are in Mesa, Arizona to face the Cubs, while the Tigers left their base camp in Lakeland to face the Rockies in Scottsdale. The regular season begins tomorrow.
Really?
March 25th.
And the reason they're in Arizona, because then they go to San Francisco. It's going to be, Netflix has the opening day game.
Wow.
And it's, Yankees versus the Giants Wednesday night.
Nice.
That is going to be nice. It's baseball season.
Yeah, I got to leave early.
You don't. You don't.
All right.
Sit right there.
And then finally, now you don't suffer from allergies.
No,
do you?
I don't. I've gotten very lucky. I do have an occasion, but I haven't had a bad I have not had a bad allergy attack in a couple years. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Because when you don't have one, you forget just how sick they can make you feel. Literally like you've got the flu.
Yeah, so up north, it would be more concentrated because things bloom in spring and then you move on. in Florida, our weather.
I can hear it in your nose.
Yeah. It's definitely drawn out, and it has been like over the weekend, it was just miserable.
And we also get these plumes of heat throughout like February and March, and it kind of fools the foliage. Like my azaleas are in full bloom right now.
Yeah, because they think it's like late spring.
Right, exactly. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of is, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, bad news for allergy sufferers. The dreaded allergy season is starting earlier and may last longer this year.
Yeah, Fayez deals with it really bad. We actually talked to him last week, and he talked about that lingual thing. Is that what they call it, where you put it under your tongue? Sublingual thing. I had read about that. I thought that was like a test thing, and he goes, I've been taking that for a year, but that isn't. Supposedly there's supposed to be a new medication out there that's supposed to tackle this stuff pretty head on.
Well, I've told you before that Chris has to go and get shots every month.
Yeah.
So according to a recent report by the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America, what spot is the worst in the nation for allergy sufferers? This city and state is the worst spot in the nation.
City and state.
I'll go. You know what?
It's pretty out there.
I'll go Augusta, Georgia.
All right.
Peoria, Illinois.
Boise, Idaho.
Nailed it.
Boise, Idaho.
Boise, Idaho is the worst spot in the nation for allergy sufferers.
Idaho starts with an I.
Hey, who are you calling a hoe?
Illinois starts with an I. I'm taking the point on that.
Some of the factors that led to that distinction are high pollen concentrations and limited access to allergists.
Really? That's wild.
You just have to suffer. You don't have the doctor that's so easy to get to. San Diego is number 2, and Tulsa is number 3.
Tulsa, Oklahoma, huh?
Yep.
How crazy is that?
I would have not.
Is it because it's littered with oak trees out there, right?
I would imagine.
Is it the oak pollen?
Oak. That's the one that does me in.
That's the yellow one, right?
Grasses.
I think oak pollen is the one that it's the yellow one that gets all over your car, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like leaf. I guess I have a live oak in the background and some trees around, so I know I guess that's what I'm allergic to because it's worse when I'm at home. That's why it's like when I leave, I'm happy to be out.
Yeah.
Don't let your wife hear that.
It's that or you being poisoned. It's one of the two. Yeah. I'm going to lean on poison.
You know what? I think you might be right.
Oh,
I
no.
think you might be onto something. My wife, she's tired of this show.
Oh, good save on the end there, Jack. And that concludes your JCS News.
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Sure, AI can mimic emotions, but it'll never understand the primal rage of spilling hot coffee on yourself while on air. Real Radio 104.1. Guaranteed human.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
You may want to hang on to the umbrella as we progress into our Tuesday evening as we are tracking another cold front across central Florida. Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. Not a washout, but we are expecting hit or miss showers and storms. A couple could be on the stronger side, so we'll have to watch out for that. Could have some frequent lightning, gusty wind, and maybe even some small hail. And the strongest of storms, they start to fade away tonight. Still could see a few showers, maybe a rumble with temperatures dipping only into the low to mid 60s. So still pretty muggy and mild. But for our Wednesday, we will be a little cooler. That front is still locked up on the area with more showers and thunderstorms possible, a few anyway, with highs topping out in the upper 70s and lower 80s. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by Tri-County Metals. Upgrading to a metal roof? Tri-County Metals is offering a factory direct rebate up to $500. Built to last. Built for your home. Register today at TriCountyMetals.com.
Hey, Space Coast, you know that between the heat, humidity, and those coastal storms, Florida homes need windows that can stand up to just about anything. Renewal by Anderson's Acclaim Impact windows are engineered specifically for coastal living. They reduce heat transfer with double pane glass, block UV rays, and help stabilize your indoor temperatures all year long. And right now, during their 31-day spring savings event, when you buy 2 replacement windows or doors, you'll get the third 60% off. Space Coast homeowners notice improvements right away. Quieter spaces, fewer leaks and drafts, and AC units that don't have to run nonstop. Plus, with 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 18 months, it's never been easier to move forward. Candace says, my window project with Renewal by Anderson completed today. Very professional and hardworking team. I love my new windows. Thank you, RBA. Offer ends March 31st. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
Not sure how to tackle your taxes? Are you sweating the small print? You may be experiencing FOMO, the fear of messing up. The answer? Using TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They help you get your biggest refund, and then we help you do more with it with a personalized plan designed to help you hit your money goals. It's time to take your taxes to the max. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
Out here, if you're doing nothing, you're doing everything right. Though on a cruise with Norwegian, even if you're doing nothing, you're still basking in the warm sun, enjoying the peaceful ocean waves. You're breathing. Don't forget about breathing. Definitely need to be breathing. So you get to do nothing or everything, but you still need to be breathing. It's like really important.
Experience the difference with cruises to Alaska, the Caribbean, and Europe. Norwegian Cruise Line. It's different out here. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Norwegian Cruise Line ships registry with the Bahamas and USA.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. When's the last time you had your air ducts cleaned for your AC unit? Man, you should do that. My friends at Zero Res will do it for you. Mention me and get $100 off your air duct cleaning. Give them a call. Book online, orlandozerores.com. It's Zero Res. Spell forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Coach Becht here. Spring football is coming to Orlando March 29th at 8 p.m. at Entering Coast Stadium. Your Orlando Storm versus the Columbus Aviators. And at halftime, the one and only DJ Khaled, live.
Get tickets at uflstorm.com.
Powerful doesn't just happen. You have to make it happen. So the moment Total Wireless offers a free Samsung S25 FE with Galaxy AI, when you switch to the Total 5G or 5G Plus Unlimited 3-month plan, you take the network as powerful as you, with unlimited 5G data that won't slow you down. Now that's a total power move. Visit your neighborhood Total Wireless store. Device taxes and fees may apply. Requires new activation on a Total 5G Unlimited 3-month plan or higher. External port-in and ID verification. Available only in Total Wireless stores. Limit to 4 devices per account.
It's the Pints and Paws Craft Beer Festival, March 28th in downtown Sanford. This event has raised over $1 million for local pet rescues. And last year alone, over $100,000 went directly to helping animals in need. Enjoy samples from 70-plus breweries, food trucks, vendors, and live music. Grab a general admission ticket for beer sampling or go VIP for exclusive perks like a t-shirt, pint glass, koozie, full bar access, and entry to our air-conditioned VIP lounge. For tickets and info, visit pintsandpaws.com.
There once was a magic. Sorry. At Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, we don't do fairy tales. We do real, like real adventures to Mars or real journeys into the future to see how imagination can really take us to strange new worlds, and real trips into the past where we meet heroes and legends way ahead of their time. Real rockets, real astronauts, real adventure, all at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Discover something real.
It's tax season, and by now, I know you're a bit tired of the numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud. Not all grim news. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats that you could easily miss on your own. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to fix it. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK, 1-800-LifeLock or lifelock.com. Terms to apply.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. Their max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
It's tax season, and by now, I know you're a bit tired of the numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud. Not all grim news. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats that you could easily miss on your own. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to fix it. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK, 1-800-LifeLock or lifelock.com. Terms to apply.
Miss part of the show? The Jim Colbert Show on Demand. Available on the free iHeartRadio app.
Colbert Crew. You know, your favorite teabag and Rockledge. Today we raise a cocktail to National Cocktail Day.
Yes, sir.
I know it's a beer, but I'm going to throw a splash of tequila in there.
There you go. That's
it
awesome.
should be good.
Yeah.
Have a good show, y'all.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
What's up, crew?
What up, homie?
This is Chris up in North Kakalaka.
Hi.
I'm a Trump guy, but these gas prices getting a little out of hand. I'm a custom home builder up here. I have about 8 homes that I have to look at least once a day, sometimes twice a day.
Ooh.
These homes are spread out over about 80 or 90 miles. Last week, I spent $425 on diesel for my truck alone, and this week it's looking like it's going to be about $550. So yeah, let's get this thing over with. Peace.
I thought that's what the plan was, buddy. I thought that was the plan. No more wars, none of that stuff. No more regime changes. That's what we were told. That's what I thought everybody that voted for him expected. So we'll see how it goes. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What a lovely day. Actually, it was a nice first half. I know we're expecting some rain here in Central Florida for the evening.
Yeah. It's supposed to have a little spate of gnarly weather come through a little bit later today.
Nice bars.
Then another cold blast coming through.
Not a blast, Jack. It's just a little cool down. Don't get into it.
A cold breeze?
No. It's just a little. I said it clearly. It's a cool down.
All
it's
right.
not a last blast. It's a cool down.
You and your names.
Your favorite cocktail, obviously, an old fashioned.
Yeah.
Have you really ever ventured out into the cocktail wilderness, though, Jack? I mean, you don't really strike me as a guy who goes in there and says, you know what? Let me try that one with lavender.
Oh, no. Oh,
Yeah. For me, it's and my wife and I have this in common. Anything rose, like when we see rose water or rose anything in a cocktail, we burn the menu.
Agreed. Yeah. I don't even like rosemary.
Man, good thing we're having this conversation.
Why? Oh, yeah. Okay.
You do your wedding the way you do.
No, but old fashioned is expensive.
It is
okay.
expensive.
I'm bringing a cooler.
Nice. Enough for 100?
All class.
So from the age of like 18 until, I would say about 5 years ago, Captain Morgan. That was the primary.
Captain and Diet.
Captain and I.
With a lime?
Yeah. No
lime?
You know what? I kind of went back and forth on that.
The funny thing is I never understood the lime because Captain and Diet tastes vanilla.
Yeah.
So I didn't know where the lime came in.
And then when my wife got me the old-fashioned kit for my birthday like 3 years ago, then it was just like, I'm doing this now.
Yeah, but the thing is with cocktails, though, it's your base liquor. You have to like it. And for years, I didn't really drink bourbon. All I drank was scotch. And there really aren't a lot of like really tasty scotch cocktails that I've ever had. So when I switched to bourbon, I started drinking old fashions, which I absolutely love. But I also love a very well-made margarita. I also love a really well-made whiskey sour. There are a number of those things. I mean, a good tequila sunrise is a great drink.
I'm open to all of that. I'm a little careful with the tequila.
Yeah, it's much of an upset stomach.
You have one tequila experience in your life, and you'll always remember it.
I end up on a bus in Tijuana.
Keep on going.
Wondering where a lot of stuff went.
Lipstick, panties.
I'm just here for the donkey show.
Exactly. Get your tickets now.
What is yours? Are you like a
Old-fashioned.
Jack and Coke old fashioned? I mean, did you ever have a sweet and fruity phase of your life? No? Never really went through that, huh?
No, because it's too cloying after a while, you know?
My ex used to like fuzzy navels, which is orange juice, peach schnapps, vodka, and something else.
Which was great until you have too much of it, and then it's just like, never again. I'm good.
That's peppermint schnapps for me.
There you go. Schnapps is because it's, I think cloying is the word you use.
Yes,
I think
cloying.
that kind of fits.
I think any milk or citrus based cocktail, you have to be careful with the quantity because when you're right. I love drinking margaritas. Any more than 2, it feels like I have a car battery in my stomach.
Oh, absolutely. And then you deal with that for the rest of the night.
You start burping hydrochloric acid, and it starts making your nose burn.
Last year in May, I stumbled across a new drink, and I was pretty hot on it for a little while. Do you remember me talking about the Cutwater espresso martini?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my wife's joint right now is the espresso martinis.
And then they kind of, it became big on social. Then it was hard to find. Then I finally found it. It was on sale. I stocked up.
I remember that day. He was so happy.
The last 2 I had, I couldn't even finish.
Really?
You just got tired of it? You burned out?
I'm just like, yes.
Yeah, it happens.
I was just like, I tried it on Saturday night. I'm like, instead of an old fashioned, I'm just gonna have this.
Yeah.
And I got halfway through it. I'm like,
ew,
I do not want this.
Yeah.
Where's my old fashioned?
I had a full summer of this. I remember we went out to eat, and I believe, God, what was it for? It was for a special thing, maybe Valentine's Day or something. And we went out to eat, and I looked at the cocktail menu, and I said, you know what? I never drink gin. I'm going to have a gin cocktail.
Oh, boy.
And they brought out that
That's
gin.
a decision.
They brought the gin cocktail out.
Bombay?
And I remember Hendrix, Bombay, whatever the case may be.
I love Bombay. You can taste the juniper berries.
And I remember tasting that drink. I'm like, wow. Gin's good. That's nice. I like that. And what that started was a summer of me drinking nothing but gin and tonics with lemon. The greatest drink ever. Because let me tell, oh my God, Jack.
The only thing that could elevate that would be gin with cucumber.
Oh, yeah. That's another good one as well.
Really refreshing drink.
Gin is one of those drinks, and the reason why I think alcoholics like it so much, along with like vodka, is you can drink a whole bunch of it, buddy. It goes down really easily.
Yeah, but
I mean, real easy. It's just basically imagine like alcohol lemonade. That's what gin and tonics are like with a little bit of lemon or lime. It's so good.
There's one drink.
It's a good pool drink, too.
That I got introduced to in Brazil. Cheesecake Factory used to serve it, and they were like the only place that had it. But it's basically like a limeade, right? So it's all kinds of fresh lime juice. It's called a caipirinha.
Okay.
And it's like with a sugarcane liqueur.
What was that?
Yes.
Caipirinha.
Yeah.
And then there's caipirosca.
Well, and Jack, for people who don't know, that's a large rodent that lives in the Everglades.
But it is, you just think you're having a lemonade, and then you go to stand up. And then you realize, this isn't just lemonade. I should have checked this.
This turns your legs into jelly.
Woo! Good times.
I like those drinks that go down easy and then you stand up.
And then you stand up. And then you realize, okay, I got to slow that down.
That's that gin and tonic world. Because here's the thing. The thing with margaritas, if you get a good strong marg, and I love it, but you can taste that immediately. You can taste the tequila. You know, I mean, if you have an aversion to tequila, you're not going to like it because when you make them good and strong, that's a prevalent flavor in the drink. With gin and tonic, it just tastes like you're drinking a naughty lemon juice. That's what it tastes like.
Naughty.
And you just fire those damn things down one after another.
That's why these seltzer drinks are. They're a little.
Dude,
they pack a punch.
And by the way, let me tell you something. The seltzer drink has made the jump. I don't know if you guys know this. Beer consumption is down, man. Dudes, I don't care what your like dude makeup is. Like if you're a farmer dude or a jock dude or an accountant dude, more people are drinking these seltzers because of the health thing. You get 5% alcohol, which is what you would get from a drink, but you don't get all those carbs. You don't get all that other stuff. And I know like really like kind of like manly dudes are drinking these these seltzers, man. It's crazy.
Is that what we're going to catch you drinking now?
It's just
on
weird
the golf course.
It's just weird to see a dude in Wranglers and a flannel shirt and his hat backwards shuffle his boots up to the bar and order a strawberry Cutwater.
But by the way, on the Cutwater, those White Russians still go down slowly.
I do like a good White Russian.
Hey, I can't do that, man.
Not anymore, and not in this heat.
No.
Can you imagine having a milk drink in this?
That's a fall drink. That's like a brandy Alexander, which is like a brandy and vanilla ice cream, and it's so good. But that's a cordial. That's a seasonal drink.
They make a Mai Tai. That's good for your afternoon outdoor beachy stuff.
You guys ever had a Miami Vice on a cruise ship? No. It's half Mai Tai, half strawberry daiquiri mixed together. Oh, God. It's almost like the minute they hand you one, you have to jump into the pool. Because that's what it's built for. Just hovering at nose level at the pool with just that straw going in as if it's an oxygen tank. All right, 407.
While you're on a cruise, it is the oxygen tank.
407-916-1041. Text us 77031. What'd you do that's new is next. Hang loose.
Crews working on an accident, Orange Blossom Trail southbound after Central Florida Parkway. It's going to be a slow ride. 2 right lanes there are blocked. Florida Turnpike northbound between 33 and 470. Another crash blocking the left lane, and slow ride right now I-4 eastbound between 192 and 535. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
It's spring. Time to refresh your ride. Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change for trusted service and expert vehicle care in about 15 minutes. No appointment needed. Spring into savings at VIOC.com. Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Quick, easy, the drive starts here.
Are you ready to buy a home, but you're worried about unexpected costs, buyer's remorse, and all of the stress that comes with moving? The Nickley Group's VIP Buyers Program can relieve that stress for home buyers by offering free appraisal, free home warranty, free moving trucks and supplies, and their incredible love it or leave it home guarantee. It's a smarter and easier way to buy a home in Central Florida. To get started, go to thenickley.com or Google the Nickley Group.
If you want to buy or sell quickly, call Nickley.
That's the buzzer. And on Hard Rock Bet, buzzer beaters mean bonus bets. Every time a team you bet to win or cover hits a game-winning buzzer beater, you score a $25 bonus bet. An extra $25 on top of your winnings. Just opt in and bet $5 on any team. As many teams as you want, all tourney. Win bonus bets at the buzzer. Only on Hard Rock Bet.
Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. It's tournament season and your trade could be the #1 seed. Trade values can swing by thousands depending upon where you go. But at Greenway Kia, over 40 Greenway dealerships compete head-to-head to win your trade. That bracket-style competition could mean up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value. Explore one of the area's largest Kia inventories at greenwaykias.com. More inventory, more competition, more money for your trade. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinance. Expires 4/5/26.
The world's best bull riders. One shot, 8 seconds, no mercy. The rankest bulls in the sport are waiting. This is professional bull riding. Watch it live as we unleash the beast. This weekend from Albuquerque, only on Paramount Plus.
This is Headquarter Hyundai in Sanford, Lake Mary. Sir, do you read me?
I'm here, Private. What do you need?
It's this new offer, sir. Every vehicle, $99 down. Customers everywhere.
You can do this. Now get back out there and sell everything we've got. Just $99.
Sir, yes, sir. Every new Hyundai, every vehicle, just $99 down at Headquarter Hyundai. Sir, what about credit? If you've got a job and $99, you ride. Even if your credit's so bad, your Nana won't loan you money. Oh! Pay thousands less. New Tucsons, Elantras, and more. Plus 0% financing for 60 months with no payments for 90 days. And America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty with Hyundai Assurance. And if you've served, you save even more. Everything we've got, just $99. Headquarter Hyundai. On Reinhardt Road in Sanford, Lake Mary. HeadquarterHyundai.com. HeadquarterHyundai.com. For details, visit HeadquarterHyundai.com.
This is Greg Truzinski of the Original Mattress Factory. OMF is kind of a unicorn in the mattress business. We build every mattress ourselves, right here in town, with quality materials that last. Then, we sell them directly to you, no middleman marking up the price. The result? Better quality mattresses for less money. That combination shouldn't exist, but it does. And you can see it for yourself by stopping by any of our locations around town. Or check us out at originalmattress.com.
Make your dream of a new paver's driveway, pool deck, beautiful patio, and artificial turf a reality with Pavers Depot. Join us at the largest pavers showroom in Central Florida. Over 400,000 square feet in stock, including Temron brand pavers. Pavers Depot can get your job done in just 2 weeks with a free estimate on custom installation. Visit online at paversdepot.com or call 407-839-5900. 407-839-5900. paversdepot.com.
Add fuel to your morning at Daytona Beach and Orange City Poker. Sunday through Thursday, 10 to 11 a.m. Win up to $1,000. Sip complimentary coffee and let the cards give you the kick you need to get moving. It's the Morning Grind High Hands, only at Daytona Beach and Orange City Poker. Saturday, April 4th, the Super 40s return to Orange City Poker. Cards are in the air at 11:10 a.m. with a $300 buy-in and a massive $40,000 guarantee. One day, one big tournament. Your shot at the Super 40s is only at Orange City Racing and Card Club.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. Their max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously. Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. And iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Afternoon, Colbert crew. Jimmy, the worst hangover I ever had. $2 hospitality night at Adobe Gilas in my late 20s.
Oh, buddy.
$2 Bud Lights, $2 Jägermeister shots.
Oh.
After about 10 rounds of each, woke up the next day, shoes were in the garbage, face down, and my shirt off. Absolutely the worst hangover I had. So anybody thinking about drinking Jaeger, don't.
Just ask Jimmy.
Hey, how's it, Ohana? Oh, big shout out to Sister Deb. My wife Pam sending that extra love. She definitely knows what you're going through, getting ready and preparing for a wedding, setting it all up. But I bartended all throughout the 80s and 90s, and I got the margarita thing dialed. I absolutely think I make the best margarita on the rocks in the world, and it's not an acid bomb. But anyway, aloha.
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 Yeah, I think the key to a good margarita is, for one thing, you have to use great lime juice, good quality lime juice, pretty good quality tequila. I mean, it has to be better than your junk tequila. It's got to be up there a little bit. It doesn't have to be crazy expensive, though, because it is a cocktail. But I think it's the sweetener liquor that makes a big difference in the margarita. If you choose to use Grand Marnier, some people use Cointreau, some people use...
For a top shelf, I would use both of those with the tequila.
Yeah,
nice.
To me,
instead of triple sec.
That's what makes it the best, is what you choose to sweeten it with.
And the triple sec, isn't that the thing that gives it that sour?
That's the orange.
Oh, okay.
That's the orange liqueur. Yeah,
but you can do that with Cointreau.
Yeah, you can too, which is a better flavor. Yeah, better flavor. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Thanks for tuning in today. We appreciate that. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Hi there.
Yeah, let's do What You Do That's New.
What you do that's new. What you do that's new. Hey! If we only knew something new to do, we're relying on you. Tell us something new brought to you by Klausman Law.
That's right, Klausman Law, KLAUSMAN Law.com. Office is right there in Winter Park, 407-917-1718. Car crash, call Klausman. We'll talk to Glenn on Thursday for Colbert Court. What'd you do that's new every Tuesday since the show started, right here at 4 o'clock. One of the members of the show will choose something for the others to watch, read, or listen to. Then we will do that. We will reconvene on the following Tuesday, talk about that, and then move on to the next member. This is a listener choice that we have today, and then I will give you what I have here in a few seconds, Jack.
We want to thank Alex Dowman in the gym members on Facebook suggested this video. We selected it. It is done by VFX on the channel, and so they do video effects, which is fairly evident.
Yeah, it's prevalent in this
video they do, which actually they do a really good job. So it's good quality stuff. So you're watching something good quality on a topic that, it
affects us all.
Well,
yes, absolutely.
And I agree 100%. I think the production quality of this and the production style of this is what makes this an entertaining video. I believe when you run these stats, if you were to run these stats with more of a morose kind of feel to the video, you'd feel kind of bad, but he makes it kind of entertaining, oddly and ironically, considering what they're talking about. But I agree, Jack. I think the production value was damn good.
Yeah, the YouTube channel is Corridor Crew, but the video we watch is VFX Artist Reveals the True Scale of Garbage.
And boy, what a scale.
You, man, just that opening scene talking about baby diapers.
Yeah.
Before they got into any other style of trash, when you see the number of baby diapers that are used in this country alone, it is startling. They could have ended this after 4 minutes for me. I would have gotten the point.
But, I mean, taking us around the world.
Yeah,
look at that one in Indonesia.
Yeah.
It's the largest landfill in the entire world. It's like, 15 stories high?
It is.
It's just, again, it makes you go back to, Bill Gates trying to solve the toilet trouble that we have, as humans. Garbage is another one.
It is. I mean, you 2,700 landfills in America alone. I mean, we've talked about this before. From where we sit right now, Deb and I actually drive past 2 of those on the way home every single day.
And I believe those are closed.
One of them is closed.
Because they're already filled.
So there's 2,700 active. There's 10,000 in the country already filled.
Already filled in.
Man. See?
Yeah. And the average size is what they say, 15 acres? Something like that.
Yeah.
But when you go to the one that's out in Geneva, the major the landfill for that side of the world, I mean, it is bananas. And I will tell you something else, too. You can find the ones when you Google Earth this area and look at them. They are such mad because our perspective is so bad. We're basically flatlanders here, so what you see is in front of you is what you get. But when you get above that and kind of look at it, it is gnarly. And even some of the photographs like we have right now at JimColbertLive.com or RealRadio.fm/watch, you can see them. And when you say mountains, I mean, it is a legit mountain.
Yeah, when he talks about, the pile of trash being bigger than the, pyramids of Giza.
Yes.
There was a tower, I can't remember the name, Kafur Tower.
Oh, is the Burj Khalifa?
Burj Khalifa, yeah, where the garbage. And the amazing thing is, again, overseas, we have controlled waste management in this country where they'll line the landfill with the plastic and the clays and everything else. Yeah. When they showed the videos from other places around the world and you see farm animals that they're most likely is going to end up on the dinner table walking among the filth.
Yeah, eating it.
Eating it, drinking from it. And then you're going to...
And also that breaking down and leaching into the water supply as well.
And that's the other thing I always wonder, because they do, Deb's right, they do have a liner. They use this compacted clay. And it's like basically what they're doing is they're creating like a couple levels of silt or sand. So if anything does leach through, at least it goes through that process of having to go through that filtration before it makes it down to the aquifer. But did you notice that they also have runoff pipes for the...
Yes.
For the... What? Where does that go? Where do those runoff pipes go?
They didn't tell.
That garbage juice that's at the bottom. Imagine garbage juice imagine garbage juice at the level of what a landfill would produce when you consider what's just in your kitchen, like garbage can.
When you take out your trash and there's some garbage juice in there, you're like, I gotta clean that.
Yeah, exactly. Lysol. But that's a good point, because especially in a state like Florida, we want to keep that as far away from the aquifer as we can.
And that's what they do it for, but they never tell you what they do with that. It has to go through some processing plant, I'm sure, like water, like when they treat water.
I would assume so. Maybe they use it for agriculture.
Yeah, they talk about the microplastics and how. And man, I got to tell you,
that garbage patch.
That's the saddest part of the entire video for me.
Yep.
And that is true. Truthfully, in our country, and I guess maybe even globally, that has to be one of the, if it's not in my backyard, I don't care about it scenario.
Yep.
The garbage patch that's floating in the Pacific between us and Hawaii and that area out there is twice the size of Texas. And by the way, they remind you when they tell you that that's just the surface area. Yeah. That doesn't tell you how far that goes down.
That's actually, the garbage patch is what helped them map ocean currents that have vexed scientists for generations and generations, as figuring out where the waters come together. But all we had to do is just throw a bunch of garbage in the ocean, and it would show us where.
Follow it,
and just follow it. Yeah,
and they also say that in the ocean specifically, that what you don't realize, or maybe you do, is what turns that into microplastics is the constant beating of the sun and the constant beating of those products together or with other things in the ocean. It just slowly but surely kind of nicks it away, as if you were sitting there with a popsicle stick and just tapping that over years and years and years. It's just going to turn into smaller and smaller pieces of microplastics.
And then it's everywhere.
Well, they found it in snow.
Yeah.
They found microplastics in snow and in rain. What was really cool was some of the technology they showed at the end, like the Sweden, how much they reduced their landfill amount just by, burning it and then using that energy to create electricity.
Yeah, so you burn it, you're making power off it, and then you take the ash, which is about 10%, a 90% savings in the space. To fill a landfill area.
And somebody had texted us earlier and said that they live by a BMW plant. And they said, we have a BMW factory here, and they're one of the very few factories that run solely on methane that is piped in from landfills hundreds of miles away.
Damn, that's killer.
It's an 864 area code, so it looks like it's South Carolina.
Oh, that's wild.
Isn't
really.
that wild?
Yeah, I know that
what a great use for it.
And ours produced that. The one that we were just talking about that's kind of covered up going out to a Popka. Matter of fact, I believe it isn't a Popka. The 429 literally runs right beside it. That you could, if you go by there at night, they have multiple pipes sticking out of the middle of that thing that are burning methane 24 hours a day. I mean, just on fire 24 hours a day. Just burning like crazy.
It's scary.
Yeah. It's just that decomp is just creating that gas.
And, the other issue that I always worry about, or at least, you think about the cause and correlation with these rates of colorectal cancer being,
Oh, it's so crazy now.
It's under, those under 50.
Number one cancer right now.
It makes you wonder how long we've been ingesting microplastics.
Yeah.
And maybe that's potentially what we're seeing the effects of.
Probably 70 years.
Yeah, for
Probably,
sure.
yeah.
And there's a new Netflix, I don't know if it's new. There's a documentary on Netflix. I was watching the tease video, and it talks about microplastics and infertility.
Yes.
And so, they do this study with people, and they kind of remove, what health changes in your life when you remove plastic from your home.
Yeah.
Right.
And I haven't watched it yet, but it's
interesting, right?
Yeah. Man.
Somebody just texted us and said microplastics are in our testicles and ovaries.
Yeah.
So it's another, physiological, and our body weren't made to be ingesting plastics.
And autism rates.
Parkinson's.
Yeah.
I mean, so much of that has as much to do with nature and nurture versus your genes.
A great choice.
Thank
and
you.
we appreciate that very much. If you want to check that out,
Thank you, Alex.
JimColbertLive.com. Go to the What'd You Do That's New master list. When you click on that, not only will you see the listing right up top, the link is right there. You can just click right through and check that out. It's very well produced. It's only 16 minutes long, and it'll make you rethink everything you throw in the trash, that's for sure. And it's cool because the guy wasn't preachy.
No,
he was like, this is, I also do this. Like, this is how much I throw away every day or every week or whatever. I thought it was kind of cool.
Bottom line, use less plastic.
Yeah, that's right.
And it just becomes more and more everywhere.
They took a shot at my Nespresso pods.
I know.
Yes,
I saw that.
They did.
Sons of bitches.
They didn't mention them.
They
showed them.
Yeah, they did. All right, I'm going to give you the greatest What'd You Do That's New of all time. Why would you think I'd say that? What would make it the greatest What'd You Do of all time?
Well, it's got nudity in it.
Oh, that's a good one, Jack.
I was thinking you're going to, just treat Jack to another 80s hip-hop album that he hasn't listened to yet.
We are going to break that cycle today.
Oh, we are?
We are breaking that cycle today.
All right.
My choice is 1 minute and 45 seconds long.
Damn.
And it is going to spark your brain onto fire. Have you ever heard of indoor skydiving?
Indoor skydiving.
Indoor skydiving. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah.
You have?
We have a place here in Orlando,
We
right?
sure do.
Yeah.
Out on I Drive. It's the giant fan
at
the bottom of a tube, and you go in, and they blow air up as if you're skydiving. It replicates the air going past you, so you can do skydiving stuff. But you do tricks. There's no parachute or anything. You do tricks. What I'm showing you is, I think, the 2024 or 25 world champion run of indoor skydiving.
Wow.
It looks fake, and it's actually happening. Jack has the link. He'll put it up. It's a minute and a half, and it will blow you away. And I think the person doing it can't be any more than maybe 15 or 16 years old.
They're the only ones without the fear.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
What you do that's new, brought to you by Glenn Klausman, KLAUSMANLAW.com. Proudly sponsored since day one by Glenn Klausman, KlausmanLaw.com.
Bye. AI can't feel dread or regret or existential panic. We've got that market covered. Real Radio 104.1. Guaranteed human.
Accident reported blocking the right lane, State Route 50 eastbound at Forsyth Road. Also, crash on Orange Blossom Trail northbound before you get to Holden Avenue. 2 right lanes there are blocked. Already heavy delays on Florida's Turnpike southbound between 417 and 192. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Facing production swings or a tough skills gap, Workforce Solutions from Express Employment Professionals makes hiring easier. Find your local office and see how Express can help you hire smarter and faster for contract and full-time jobs. Visit ExpressPros.com.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. Download a free home buyer's guide at theNickLeeGroup.com.
We honor the biggest stars from all genres of music that you loved listening to all year long.
Don't miss our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards. Watch live on Fox Thursday night starting at 8 p.m. And listen on iHeartRadio stations across America and the free iHeart app.
Trashy is a proud partner of the 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards. This spring, turn your closet clutter into rewards with the Take Back Bag. Learn more and get started at trashy.io.
There's something for everyone at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. Come face to face with more than 800 animals. Discover new lions and sea hyenas like never before at our largest, most immersive animal habitat expansion, Lion and Hyena Ridge, opening this spring. Then, feel the rush on 8 thrilling coasters. Sip and savor over 100 flavors at the all-new Food, Wine, and Garden Festival. Select dates March 6th through May 10th. Busch Gardens, where wonder meets wild fun. Buy a Busch Gardens Fun Card, get Adventure Island free for only $99.99. Hurry, offer ends soon. Taxes, service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-746.
Years here in Central Florida, they're not going anywhere. Carrier Factory Authorized Dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Think you're not the suing type? But you weren't at fault. I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. You didn't choose this accident, the bills, or the damage. Don't cover for someone else's mistake. Just call Mo. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
I'm a good person. I pay my taxes, and then, right when I get my refund check, bam! Car dealers want it for a down payment. Well, not this year. I'm going to RC. RC Hill Mitsubishi. Every vehicle is a dime.
It's my tax time dime down sales event. It's inventory tax time, and I'm way overstocked. Prices under 20 grand, payments under $300 a month. Brand new 2025s and 200 certified used cars and trucks must go. Get $5,687 over KBB trade value. Prices under 20 grand, payments under $300 a month. With 0% financing for 72 months. Get into the best back car in America at RC Hill Mitsubishi.
Plus, you get a lifetime warranty. Lifetime on new and pre-owned.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime.
At RC Hill Mitsubishi.
In DeLand, just 2 miles off I-4.
DeLand and Ocala.
RCHill.com.
RCHill.com.
Dime down, $535 a month, 72 months at 6% APR, plus tax tag title to qualified buyers.
Are you stuck staring at your W-2? Are tax refund worries holding you back? You probably have FOMO, the fear of messing up. The fix? Using TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They find every credit and deduction to help you get every refund dollar you deserve, or your money back. It's time to overcome your fear of messing up and get your taxes done right. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
Sunnyside Electric.
My outlets aren't working.
I can help.
Great. Send an electrician.
Do you have extension cords?
Ugh, here we go again. I should have called Frank Gay.
Plug the cord into your neighbor's house.
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you need electrical work, you need a qualified electrician who doesn't take shortcuts and will fix the problem right the first time. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
It's tax season, and by now, I know you're a bit tired of the numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud. Not all grim news. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats that you could easily miss on your own. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to fix it. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK, 1-800-LifeLock or lifelock.com. Terms to apply.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
It all started with a bracket full of dreams. And soon, one team will cut down the nets. College hoops are in the spotlight and have everyone talking.
You think you know what's going to happen, but it never goes as scripted.
Lock in Fox Sports Radio is your #1 preset on the iHeartRadio app for the hottest takes, biggest interviews, and complete coverage. Plus, binge on-demand podcast for more coverage like Good Game with Sarah Spain.
Basketball, and more basketball.
Search college basketball on the iHeartRadio app and listen now.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Miss part of the show? The Jim Colbert Show on Demand. Available on the free iHeartRadio app.
Hello, I just wanted to say that I'm in town for like a month and a half working from St. Louis. And I found you guys' show, and I'm telling you what, I think you guys are the best.
Thank you, buddy.
Oh, awesome.
Way better than the...
Jimmy, microplastics might be bad for most people, but I'll tell you, I run a funeral home and a cremation center, and I'll tell you, the people that probably have microplastics in them, I think they crisp up a lot faster than any other people do.
Terrible.
So if I'm running late or something, I'm really hoping the people that I'm about to smoke, have that microplastics in them, so I can get home and have some fried chicken before it gets too damn late. And so it ain't all that bad. Come on, man. Give me a break.
You may need a tiny bit of therapy, big dog.
My wife just had us both watch that microplastics documentary on Netflix. We're currently gutting the house as much as we can, changing our underwear and doing everything because we're trying to start the family thing. And that might be a massive contributor to it. So we are currently gutting the house just based on that documentary.
Damn.
Gotta watch that.
That's two I have to watch. I gotta watch that manosphere thing. I hear is fascinating.
I have a talk back about that as well,
and then I want to watch this one as well.
I'm watching the manosphere documentary tonight.
Are you?
Because my wife is working and she does not want to see it.
That's a Louis Theroux joint, right?
I can't imagine why.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I am Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
She doesn't even find a tiny bit of that bro mentality attractive. Not even a little bit of this.
No interest in watching that.
She don't like that?
Nope. But we did watch the latest episode of DTF St. Louis. That's fun.
Yeah, I tried to watch that show. I got about 30 minutes into the first episode when Bateman was sliding off to have his first tryst. And I was like, I don't get this. This is not my thing. I got very uncomfortable.
Yeah, you need the whole episode to kind of get the pace of their storytelling and how they're telling it, because it's jumping back and forth, because it picks moments moving forward, but then it gives you the context with these flashbacks. And it's how they reveal and when they reveal, which make it super interesting.
I will tell you what's really bizarre about that. For some reason, Bateman doesn't strike me as a guy who would do that in his real life, right? The more you know about Jason Bateman, he's been with the same woman forever. He's married to Paul Anka's daughter, I believe, right?
Correct.
Wow.
So they've been together for years.
Yeah.
And he doesn't really have that reputation he went through his party boy phase when he was first in Hollywood. He talks about that openly, and pretty much now he's a famous shut-in, occasionally going to like a premiere or a media event.
My kind of guy.
But it's weird for him to be in that kind of role for me, because it's so far removed from what I think he is really.
No.
Because, he's a scumming from what I could see.
I believe he's got that in him.
You think so?
Oh, but see, you don't even know, because they are really... Are you watching it, Deb?
I am not.
Oh, they are really revealing more about these characters, and they're a little more multifaceted than at first you would think.
Yeah, and most of these shows have like an underlying kind of thing. You can kind of feel they're trying to give you a message on something a little bit. Do you feel that that's happening here? Like, is this maybe a shot at the hookup apps or something like that?
Sure, haven't gotten there yet.
No.
But he's enjoying the ride.
There's a whole bunch of sex in it. I mean, when it says language, and then the second thing is a strong sexual content.
Oh, wait till you see Bateman in episode 2.
Nudity?
Well,
implied?
Yeah, you can't do it.
Yeah,
you can't. You can if you're like an old dude living in a yurt.
I forget the name of the female lead in it, but them together, it's like, woo!
Really?
Ah,
really?
yeah.
And that's his hookup. That's on his wife?
Correct.
Yeah. Does the big dude ever do it?
Ah.
Oh, really? Do I want to see that?
Nice horse sound.
Yeah. I guess what's his face's movie killed it. That Hail Mary movie absolutely murdered it.
Oh,
this
I do want to see this.
$100+ million on that movie this weekend.
I thought it was 80.
Well, I think now
worldwide.
Yeah.
Okay.
No CGI in that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
actual puppetry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the alien is the actual puppetry.
No way,
There's
really?
an alien?
You guys have heard of what the...
Come on!
No!
I thought this was about funeral homes.
No.
Crispy Fried Chicken
Hail
just
Mary.
called.
He goes to save the
the movie is
the sun.
this is the Hail Mary shot to save everything.
I
right?
didn't know there was an alien in it.
Come on,
Deb.
come on.
Spoiler alert. Sorry.
How rude.
I hope the alien is attractive at least.
Well, an attractive puppet, I now know.
Well,
giant alien.
I won't
hoots.
tell you what the alien looks like, but...
Please don't.
So, speaking of movies...
Okay.
So, the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer just dropped, and it's already making history.
Why?
It was released on March 18th.
Is that Tom Holland as Spider-Man again?
I believe so.
The little dude with that's married to Zendaya. Or
Zendaya,
whatever?
yeah. How many views did they have in 4 days?
Spider-Man: A Brand New Era. Is that what
Brand
it's
New
called?
Day.
Brand New Day.
The trailer was released on March 18th.
Who's the bad guy?
I do not know.
Who's the bad guy in the new Spider-Man movie, Jackson?
Well, he's doing that. Make a guess as to how many views you think it got in 4 days.
Slow your roll. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm using some logic here. I'm trying to get a
No,
number.
you're having someone else do your research.
40 million. That sounds like that is the bitchest guess of all time. That is, I should go home early without pay for that guess.
No such luck. Sit right there.
Jack, how much?
Jack, what would be your guess?
100 million.
How about 1 billion?
Whoa.
1 billion views in 4 days.
God, dog, man. They have made a bunch of those things, too, and it still has juice.
Now,
it does.
The trailer raked in over 718 million views in just its first 24 hours.
God dang, really? I haven't even heard about this movie.
All right. Neither have I. This is the first I'm hearing about it.
I didn't even know there was a new Spider-Man movie at all.
But you asked who the bad guy is. I give you 3 possibilities based on their name and how they look shown. I'm on IMDb.
All right.
There's a character named Tombstone, someone named Scorpion, and another one, Frank Castle. And I believe any one of them could be the bad
Exactly.
guy.
It's weird that you have
If
those
not all 3.
two real ominous names and a dude that could be an insurance salesman.
So Frank Castle is John Berthnall, who's...
Oh, yeah, Bernal, yeah.
Yeah, Bernal. He's been in a bunch of stuff. A guy named Crondon is Tombstone.
No idea.
He looks like a professional wrestler.
Okay.
And now Michael Mando. Do you know who that is?
Michael Mando or Michael...
Mando.
I do not know a Michael Mando.
He was in Better Call Saul, and he played a drug dealer in that, but the good guy drug dealer.
Okay.
And he was pretty well liked.
And he's in that as well? He's Tombstone or whatever? Or he's the other one?
Scorpion.
Scorpion. There you go.
I'm sure one of them is a bad guy.
Can I ask you a question? Do they make up bad guys for just the movies, or do all of the bad guys from the Spider-Verse or whatever come from the comics? Have those characters appeared in a comic?
I refuse to answer that because then the comic book people come out at you. This
is kind of a open-ended question here for the world.
I believe
You can
that
fly?
at some time they do appear in a comic book. That just seems to be how they
the natural progression, right?
Yes, and we saw it with what was the one with Chris Pratt, the
Guardians of the Galaxy.
That whole thing when they came out, everyone was like, "Who? What is this?"
Right.
And everyone's like, "Oh, this is gonna fail," and it was awesome.
Yeah, it was unbelievably good.
3 great movies.
That was the same thing with the Wiener guy, the glow in the dark Wiener guy from that series that was kind of like a real underground, darker.
The Boys?
No, but that's another one. But
the glow in the dark Wiener guy is John Ritter.
No, that's not the glowing. That's a super funny scene.
Didn't have glowing wiener guy on my bingo card for today.
The guy, he looks like the Silver Surfer,
right.
but you can see his.
That.
Warshak is part of that.
Yeah, not.
What is that?
Mr.
Can I Google glowing wiener guy?
Yeah.
All right,
Google,
Google
on your
it.
computer.
Make sure you're on the company server.
I'm logged in,
You
baby.
type in glowing wiener guy.
Glowing wiener guy.
It's IE.
Okay, good. Thank you. I was just about to ask that. Glowing wiener guy.
Before Ian Wiener.
Yeah. What is that guy? What are those? What is that?
It's that's
one of my favorite all-time superhero things.
The Watchmen?
The Watchmen, that's exactly it. Oh, that was so good. Yeah, Rorschach, and you had glowing wiener dude. You had and he was like a guy, he was like the god guy. He was like Casper the Ghost, but ripped, and then of course packing.
With the glowing.
I got to tell you, I have seen in my career a whole bunch of cartoon dongs, which is wild.
So John Bernthal plays Frank Castle, who is the Punisher, and he's a good bad guy.
Yeah. Speaking of the Punisher, did you guys see Reacher beat the complete hell out of some dude in the road the other day?
I saw that. Yeah, I saw the video of this.
By the way, Alan Ritchson is this actor, and he's like 6'3", 240. He is a wall of a human being.
He's like the Hulk.
He's the new Reacher, Jack Reacher, and he looks like imagine if you took an altar boy with the hair parted, good looking, and then filled him with steroids.
Yeah.
And made him very intimidating. But those clips from that show, Reacher, go online and destroy because they cut out all the vengeance and fighting clips. Well, this dude in his real neighborhood was riding his sport bike through his neighborhood, and he had his two boys behind him. They couldn't have been more than maybe 9, 10, 11, 12 years old or whatever, and they're just kind of riding around their neighborhood. His neighbor comes out and pushes him while he's riding by because I guess the weekend before they were riding the motorcycles through the neighborhood a little fast. That's what this guy says.
Yeah.
So he pushed this guy, and he fell off his motorcycle, the actor.
Oh, my gosh.
Which is stupid. This guy is a massive human being. So the guy goes over, and he tries to get his bike up, and the dude pushes him again. Well, eventually, this guy loses his mind and starts beating this dude's ass in his own yard, and eventually gets his motorcycle and drives off. The best part of the entire video, in my opinion, the boys never move. The boys are on their motorcycles in the middle of the road. They never look over. They never yell dad. They don't try to get off their bike and stop it. They stay right there. Their dad whoops this guy's ass, gets on his motorcycle, and then they just put it in gear, go.
The Dr. Manhattan from The Watchmen.
Yeah, Dr. Manhattan. Yeah.
So, I've seen, and then I saw a quick interview with the neighbor whose face is all scuffed up.
Yeah.
But
and he's supposed to be a dick, like everybody in the neighborhood says. This guy deserved it.
He totally started
He could just stay inside.
I think he even admitted it. He's like, I kind of deserved it. His face is all cracked up.
Oh, I'm going to be Googling that.
Oh, yeah. And when you see the punch, I mean, he reaches back. This guy's on the ground.
Ooh.
And this Richardson guy is reaching back. It looks like a...
So Reacher was reaching.
It looks like an MMA video where this guy's just getting his own ass kicked in his own yard.
Yeah.
I'm like, why pick a fight with that guy?
I know.
It's not like you can't see him. He looks like John Cena.
It's so funny.
He's abnormally large.
Yeah.
It's like I watched the first season of The Reacher, and it's just like he's like twice the size of every other character in that.
So I open up YouTube and type in Reacher, and the first thing that comes up, Reacher beats up neighbor.
Yeah.
Is this guy stomping that his ass out? It's so funny. He just whips this guy's ass, and the guy just gets up and walks back to his house.
All right, I guess I deserved it.
It was the craziest fight.
My bad.
And Richardson just gets on his motorcycle and rides off. It's almost like they had an appointment. He's like, I tell you, show up at 3:45. I'm going to whip your ass in front of my kids. I'm going to leave. He's like, okay, I'm down. Daps. And I'll see you at 3:30. Seriously, that's
Sounds
kind
like
of
a
how it
hockey
was.
scrum.
Yeah, it was like that. All right,
you want to go? Yeah, let's go.
It was crazy. I wish we had video going into it, though. Like, what happened before. We don't have video of him pushing him off his motorcycle or anything. But his kids did not move a muscle. If you watch that video during the break,
I will.
This dude is whipping this guy's ass, and those kids are in the road, motorcycles on, ready to go.
Don't see anything.
Eyes forward. And when their dad gets on the bike, they just put it in gear and go right with him.
You know what that means? They've seen it before.
Oh, yeah. They've seen that dude whip some ass for. All right, 407-916-1041. Again, you can always text us at 77031. If you'll remember, last week we were talking about what Uber drivers and Lyft drivers are going to do when it comes to this gas price thing. Like what's going to happen? And we kind of debated what's going on. Well, one of these companies has stepped up and made a decision, and I'll tell you who it is and what they're doing next.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Real Music Weekends are Classic Alternative.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Conditions are turning a bit unsettled for our Tuesday. Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. A cold front is on the approach, bringing the potential for hit-or-miss showers and thunderstorms. A couple maybe on the stronger side with some frequent lightning, gusty wind, and possibly some small hail. So we'll have to watch out for that. Through the overnight, those start to diminish. Still could see a few showers, maybe a rumble, with lows falling back into the low to mid-60s. It'll be muggy out there. This front is still locked up on the region for our Wednesday, so that means we'll see the potential for a few more showers and thunderstorms, with highs rounding out in the upper 70s and low 80s. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by Credit Karma.
Want to make the most of your tax refund? File with TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They help you get your biggest refund, and then we help you do more with it. With a personalized plan designed to help you hit your money goals. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. It's tournament season and the deals are tipping off. As interest rates drop, we're driving them down even further with financing as low as 0% APR on select new Kias. And our team is ready to go full court press to help you get approved, even if your credit isn't perfect. Explore one of the area's largest Kia inventories at greenwaykias.com. More inventory, more competition, more money for your trade. I'm Joe Rossi and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
With approved credit. Offers expire 4/5/26.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here with my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Spring is the perfect time for renewal, for bringing things back to life, for keeping things alive for a while. That's what they're doing over at Life Imaging FLA with their free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. I tell this story all the time because it's true. I just became a grandfather, and I will tell you, every single second I spend around my grandson is just more time I want to spend around my grandson. So with that, I'm going to make sure that my health is good all the time. And with Life Imaging FLA and their free heart scan, I can see what's going on. I can actually tell how my heart is doing. The cool thing is if I do wind up having issues, that will catch it. I take that information to my primary care doctor when we start building a plan for therapies to take care of me for years. And that's what they want you to do as well. And remember, there are no dyes. You do not take your clothes off. This entire process only takes a few minutes. And remember, prevention today means memories tomorrow. And that is exactly what your boy Jim is shooting for. So don't wait. Do exactly what I did. Call Life Imaging and make this appointment today. It's easy. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. That's it. Pound 250. Say that keyword free heart scan. Guys, they'll connect you in seconds. Make that appointment. It's so easy. Take control of your long-term health care.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Got my power bill yesterday in the mail, opened it up, and I was like, oh, that's not so bad. $66. Why is it that low? Well, because of solar panels I put on my roof back in 2013 each and every month. I produce about half the electricity I use for my home with the sun in Florida. You can do the same with Solar Source. You contact them at solarsource.com. Whether it's producing electricity for your home or heating your pool water, they have pool water heating systems that start at just $29 a month, where you can make sure you're able to use your pool all year long. I mean, it's sunny out, but you know that water is too cold. No one wants to be in it. But if it was heated, it would make your pool usable 12 months out of the year. Solar Source can get you there. They've been doing it more than any other company here in Central Florida since 1984, with over 75,000 systems installed. Yours could be next. Go to solarsource.com Spectrum.com today and get started.
Hey everybody, it's Angel from the Monsters. As a longtime Spectrum internet customer, I can tell you that Spectrum is the real deal. My home is covered with fast, reliable, fiber-powered internet with plenty of speed for streaming, working, video gaming, and everything in between. From my own experience, Spectrum has always been super dependable, and best of all, it's available at a price that actually makes sense. Switch today and see what Spectrum can do for you. Go to Spectrum.com to learn more. Spectrum Internet is powered by fiber and delivered to the home via HFC.
This is Greg Trzynski of the Original Mattress Factory. Many retailers use a computer program to tell you which mattress to buy after answering a few questions. That's not how finding the right mattress works. At OMF, our associates take the time to understand your specific needs. They'll guide you through our showroom, explain the differences between models, and help you select the right mattress. No computers, no gimmicks, just personal attention and quality mattresses built locally. Visit any showroom and experience the OMF difference for yourself.
Ready to dance? Right now on Hard Rock Bet, new customers get paid double winnings on your first 10 bets. And we'll keep you dancing all tourney with 2 profit boosts for every day of hoops. That's right, all customers can get a parlay profit boost and a live bet profit boost from now till they cut down the nets. Double winnings, daily dancing boosts, only on Hard Rock Bet.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida, must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Out here, if you're doing nothing, you're doing everything right. Though on a cruise with Norwegian, even if you're doing nothing, you're still basking in the warm sun, enjoying the peaceful ocean waves. You're breathing. Don't forget about breathing. Definitely need to be breathing. So you get to do nothing or everything, but you still need to be breathing. It's like really important.
Experience the difference with cruises to Alaska, the Caribbean, and Europe. Norwegian Cruise Line. It's different out here. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Norwegian Cruise Line ships registry the Bahamas and USA.
It's tax season, and by now, I know you're a bit tired of the numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud. Not all grim news. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats that you could easily miss on your own. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to fix it. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK, 1-800-LifeLock or lifelock.com. Terms to apply.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Okay, since y'all were so interested in the topic of microplastics and cancer and stuff like that, I strongly suggest you check out a movie called Crimes of the Future. It's a Cronenberg flick. It's really weird. It's a mind effer, but it's super awesome. And the general premise is it's about a dystopian future where our bodies are evolving to be able to process plastics, and we develop new organs based around that.
Wow.
What up, guys? Sport from Duval. Jim, if you watch that Reacher video fight, he's wearing a body cam. He actually has a GoPro on. TMZ just released that video. So you could watch how it started when he pulls up on the bike and the guy pushes the bike over and stands in front of him. The dude deserved to get his ass whooped. I mean, seriously. You got to watch it, man. It's awesome. Later.
Anyway, a POV ass whipping is always good.
Yeah, I actually had that playing on our YouTube feed over the break.
That's good. All right, welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Oh, I missed it.
Jack is here as well. All right, man. So we know gas prices are ridiculous. I paid $3.95 yesterday when I filled up. That means $71 to fill up my little pickup truck. Usually it's around $54. So you can obviously see the obvious changes there. And of course, I only have to fill my tank up maybe 3 times a month. I'm not like that gentleman who called earlier, who their vehicle is part of their work, and they're pouring diesel in there to the tune of $400 or $500 a week. Not a month, or not every 2 weeks or whatever. And you can see that would be very, very expensive. And, we were kind of opining the other day on what Uber and Lyft drivers will be doing, because, they have to pay for that gas. And, we haven't seen Uber really respond and saying, hey, look, we're going to up the rates, because, we can't expect our drivers to pay us our normal fee and then on the normal fee structure and then have to pay 40% more for gas or whatever it is, right? So one of the first companies to finally step up and say that they are doing something is not Uber or Lyft.
The food delivery people.
It's DoorDash.
There you go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, DoorDash. I thought you'd pike up.
Oh, yeah. I support them a lot.
Yes, you do. DoorDash.
I've never used them.
We actually just used it the other day.
Did you?
We were not, we use it maybe 3 times a year. But we were not feeling like getting out. We had already kind of undressed and gotten ready for the evening and forgot that we didn't have any damn food in the house, and ordered DoorDash to get us a pizza or whatever, a pizza and some stuff. But that's it. But it says they revealed new initiatives.
Tell me more about this undressing part.
He even took his glasses off.
So what were you
wearing, Jimmy?
What were you wearing when you ordered this food?
Were you topless?
What am I going to learn?
Were you wearing short shorts?
When do you think, Deborah, that I'm going to learn that Jack has an uncomfortable fixation on my wife, and anytime I bring up anything that has to do...
He sounds just as interested in your nakedness
he
as
is not at all. There is not even a touch bit of gay in Jack.
All I said... Well, I'm sorry, what?
Hey,
all I said...
You don't have to be gay to enjoy it.
All I said was, what were you wearing?
See, I told you. I think the crush is in all the wrong places. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be a mind F for Jack, because I was wearing her pajamas.
Ooh.
I'm joking, Jack.
Oh.
And her thong.
Tell me more.
Yeah.
Don't rub your glasses like that when you ask us those questions.
Anyway, kill that music, because it's working. It's moving over here. Been a minute. DoorDash detailed 2 ways to make deliveries cheaper for its drivers. One of them requires drivers to use its debit card, while others sends them payments directly. So I guess that DoorDash would forward them a debit card that they would use for gas
Which is really cool.
And I guess it would be a preloaded debit card, and that they would just continually refund your gas or whatever, or give you whatever. Now, what's crazy is this. Now,
that's why it's important to tip on your orders, right? We know the tipping culture can get out of control, but if anyone is driving anything to your house,
now
you gotta consider that.
So, just out of curiosity, how much more do you think? Just real quick, first things first, because I thought about this last night. How many miles, and we have a bunch of people out there that drive for them, so on the texting service, they can kind of inform us. How many miles do you think on average, like a DoorDash or Uber driver puts on their vehicle a week?
Ooh, a couple hundred miles.
Oh, I think it's more than that.
More than that.
I think it's more like between 300 and 500 a week, maybe more than that.
What a lot of people don't realize is that a lot of times you'll have Uber drivers come in from other areas. Right? Because Orlando is so touristy.
Right,
There's always, so you might have a driver who actually lives in Brevard, but comes over here to Orlando to do their Uber or Lyft.
Have that happen in New Orleans.
Because they just make that much more money by going into a place like, so that's even more distance.
Yeah, that's absolutely true, because we had that happen in New Orleans once. A guy that picked us up lived in a parish that was like 35 miles away, but he drove into New Orleans to do his Ubering and lifting because that was the best way to make money, because there was nobody where he was.
Right.
Okay, so with that said, how much more do you think DoorDash is giving their drivers per week to stipend their gas?
$100.
I was going to say $150.
Okay, so let me explain something this is what makes this so frustrating, because there's this big push to DoorDash to show that they're really meeting the drivers halfway and really helping them out.
If you say $20, we ride it on.
How about lower?
What?
The direct payments, drivers are eligible to receive $15 per week, which the company estimates is worth up to approximately $1.50 a gallon. So basically what they're saying is they're giving these DoorDash drivers about 4 gallons of gas, and that's determined on where they live. Because here in Florida, it's 4 gallons, but in California, it's 3.
So they are trying to offset the rise in price, which is what, like
that's what they're saying.
$1.20, $1.20 a gallon.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and what they say is that this would institute basically them paying up to $1.50 more a gallon than the normal fee they were paying a little while ago.
And apparently a couple of people just texted us at 77031, $15 if you drive over 150 miles. I do grocery delivery. I drive this many plus miles a day.
And I'm not going to look at it.
I see it, and there's no way.
750 plus a day.
Jack, if I was to leave here and take groceries to your house and then come back to here, how many miles is that?
18.
18 miles.
And you do that from sun up to sundown.
If you did that to my house, it would be 60. Now,
you'd have to do that 10 times.
And by the way, Deborah's right. That doesn't mean that the Uber driver lives next to wherever they're going. I mean, this person could live in Claremont. They could live in Micanopy. They could live anywhere. And like Deb said,
so that's 12 plus round trips from work to your house.
Yes.
To get to that number.
Yeah.
I have driven.
That's an hour, 12 plus hour. That's like a solid. Then they have to go pick up the food and
by the way,
stuff.
Exactly.
This is like 15, 16 hours.
I don't even know if there's a shift limit on time. I don't know that about Uber or DoorDash. I don't know if there's only if you could only deliver for so many hours.
Somebody
like they limit truckers.
They've driven for Uber in this particular vehicle since October. I don't know if that means October 15th or 2015, but they've put on 41,000 miles. Driving for Uber.
You talk about reducing the value of your car in a quick minute.
Yeah, mileage.
That's the thing is they don't get them with the depreciation. Like they don't help with that at all.
Nope.
And it feels like that should be part of it as well. I mean, you are choosing to make that choice, and plenty of people are doing it. It says in 3 states, California, Hawaii, Washington, drivers are already paying more than $5 a gallon. I mean, here in Florida, it's $3.95 almost everywhere.
Yeah.
It says during the relief period, DoorDash drivers who use company's self-branded Crimson Visa debit card will get 10% cash back. Its statement points out the return is 5 times the normal standard, which is right. I mean, it's only about 1% or so on the cashback cards. I mean, the Apple Card's a little bit more, but not much.
I mean, you even have United Airlines CEO today saying that they're considering raising ticket prices up to 20%.
Yeah.
As a way to hopefully pay TSA.
And by the way, if they shut this war down tomorrow, it's not going to change like overnight. It's not going to. And Sunday, you're not going to be paying $2.79 a gallon. You're like, this is a thing, buddy. This is going to be around for a minute. I've heard up to a year that we could have gas prices that hover over $3.50, $4 a gallon. It says, as far as the direct weekly payments, DoorDash is promising to give a $5 fuel relief payment to eligible workers who drive 125 miles while making deliveries during each given week, which estimates saving them around $1 per gallon. And Jack nailed it. This is exactly what they're trying to do. They're giving them more. They're giving them enough money to cover the rise in fuel prices in their area. That's all they're really doing.
Judging by the texting service, we have a lot of listeners who drive for a living.
We do. We have a lot of gig workers. I mean.
Well, we've already kind of known that about this radio station, though, right? It's always been a dream for people who commute for a living and stuff because it's real people talking about real issues and not just the same song you've heard 1,500 times.
Which is true, but people who drive for a living, but this is more of gig workers who drive. Because it's your Uber, your Lyft, your DoorDash.
Right, yeah.
Your Shipt.
Yeah.
Your, what's the Publix one?
I don't know.
There's so many.
But the thing is, it says DoorDash is only going to do this through April 26th. It's not going to be done by then, guys. April 26th is not going to be a date where I guess they'll have to renew it on April 26th.
It gives Uber and Lyft a chance to catch up.
Or maybe just gives these people enough time to figure out if it's going to work for them. So that they can either choose to keep driving for them or not.
Yeah.
All right, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. Greg Higerson's going to talk to us in a minute. He's the Chief Development Officer for Second Harvest Food Bank. Going back to the TSA agents, haven't been paid now for about 3 weeks. First full check missed last week, and of course that'll be coming up again at the end of next week. So Greg is and the guys over at Second Harvest are coming together to try to create some food drives for our friends over at TSA. We'll talk to him next.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law, clausmanlaw.com.
Kind of a mess On the roadways this evening, accident blocking the right lane, I-4 westbound at Dirksen Drive. Also, expect heavy delays, I-4 westbound as well. Before World Drive, there's a crash there blocking the right lane, and 1792 southbound approaching Oak Ridge Road. Another crash blocking the right lane. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report sponsored by Odoo.com. All your business apps in one place. Your business deserves tools to make you feel in control, not overwhelmed. With Odoo's all-in-one, easy-to-use platform, everything is together so you can focus on what matters. Start at Odoo.com today. That's ODOO.com.
Before you buy that new home, make sure first that you check out your mortgage quote with that mortgage guy, Don. And here's why. One recent study found that less than 20% of us compare that first mortgage quote that you get. But you really want is peace of mind. So all you have to do is go to the website, hit the button that says compare, and upload your quote. Literally, that's it. That mortgage guy, Don, will tell you if it's any good. And even better, you can get a quote with no hard credit inquiry. Truly is peace of mind right there at your fingertips. So don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgagguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgagguydon.com.
There once was a magic... Sorry. At Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, we don't do fairy tales. We do real, like real adventures to Mars or real journeys into the future to see how imagination can really take us to strange new worlds, and real trips into the past where we meet heroes and legends way ahead of their time. Real rockets, real astronauts, real adventure, all at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Discover something real.
You want to sell your home, but you're worried that it takes months to sell and you don't want to deal with showings? The Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty offers a guaranteed cash offer program, which means no showings, no repairs, and you can close in as little as 14 days. The Nickley Group meets with over 300 active buyers every single month, and they sell a home on average every 9 hours. It's time to stop waiting and start moving. Go to thenickley.com or Google the Nickley Group.
If you want to buy or sell quickly, call Nickley.
The world's best bull riders. 1 shot, 8 seconds, no mercy. The rankest bulls in the sport are waiting. This is professional bull riding. Watch it live as we unleash the beast. This weekend from Albuquerque, only on Paramount Plus.
Escape to Aquatica Orlando for an adventure unlike anywhere else. Slide into endless thrills and unwind with sandy beaches, wave pools, and lazy rivers. Come face to fin with unexpected new friends and enjoy lively events all year long. Every visit brings something new at Aquatica, the #1 outdoor water park in America. Save up to 30% on passes. Hurry, offer ends soon. Taxes, service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Make your dream of a new Pavers driveway, pool deck, beautiful patio, and artificial turf a reality with Pavers Depot. Join us at the largest Pavers showroom in Central Florida. Over 400,000 square feet in stock, including Tamron brand pavers. Pavers Depot can get your job done in just 2 weeks with a free estimate on custom installation. Visit online at paversdepot.com or call 407-839-5900. 407-839-5900. paversdepot.com.
Coach Becht here. Spring football is coming to Orlando March 29th at 8 p.m. at Entering Coast Stadium. Your Orlando Storm versus the Columbus Aviators. And at halftime, the one and only DJ Khaled live.
Get tickets at uflstorm.com.
Taxes was waiting on the refund you needed yesterday.
All right, your car repair is going to run about $3,000. Ugh.
Now Taxes is getting back on the road with TurboTax and Credit Karma, where you can get your refund up to 5 days faster and get personalized guidance to take every dollar further. Now this is Taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. Deposit a federal refund into Credit Karma Money account and early submission of refund data by IRS required. Terms apply. Banking services provided by MVB Bank, Inc. Member FDIC. Credit Karma is not a bank.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family.
Injured? Dial #law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in today, guys. Appreciate it. Hope you had a good day at work. Have a nice, safe drive home. Turn us up. We got you all the way to your driveway. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
You know, I would say that when you kind of factor in people in Orlando who are the movers and shakers, the people who really impact people in the city of Orlando, I can't imagine you could leave this guy's name out. Known him for, 10, 12, 15 years now. He's been part of the Real Radio family for many years. You guys give it up good and loud for the Chief Development Officer over at Second Harvest Food Bank, Mr. Greg Higerson.
Yay! Woohoo!
What's up, player? How you doing?
How you doing, Jimmy? I'm doing really well. Great to see you guys.
It's good to see you as well, buddy. First things first, still playing guitar?
Yeah, a little bit here and there. Yeah.
Get to pick around a little bit?
Little picking, little grinning, you know.
a little glimpse of sanity in your world?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well,
we see a lot of the opposite of that, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Let's talk about that a little bit. Obviously, you and I, we have conversations when hurricanes hit, when we have tragedies around here, we speak because Second Harvest is so vital to not only the Central Florida proper area, but a lot of people do not realize, and we make sure to mention this all the time, Second Harvest is one of the feeder food banks for a lot of the other smaller community food banks, like the one that could be right down the road from your house. A lot of that product does come from Second Harvest as part of their plan. So Greg's job, on top of many other things, is to make sure that all those people get as much food as they can, and of course to keep food coming in from the donors that we get it through for all those years. And of course now another kind of thing that's happening that is far removed from our hurricane and our weather. You know, we have a situation with the TSA agents out at OIA who are having a hard time feeding their families because paychecks aren't coming through. And of course, the first time this is mentioned, your name is, the mustard, or not the mustard seed, but Second Harvest comes up, and that makes perfect sense. So what are you guys doing with them?
Boy, I'll tell you, for those folks that aren't getting the paychecks right now, it's just like having a disaster, right? Mm-hmm. It's just like having the roof come off your house, because if you can't put food on the table, that means a lot of things, especially for your family, for your kids. We saw a news story just the other day where a mother had to ask her 15-year-old daughter for some birthday money back so that they could afford gas to go to work at the airport. Things like that are happening, and it just really shouldn't happen. But what we're doing from Second Harvest's point of view is that we're trying to make sure that at least they have some food resources available. Of all the things that they're challenged with, food shouldn't be one of those things that they have to worry about. And it's one of the problems that we can get our arms around, right, with the community's help. So we've been out a couple times now, actually 3 times in the past 12 months, but twice recently, at OIA to, as they're coming off the shift, to hand them some boxes. And these boxes have not only non-perishable type stuff, but they also have some high quality protein, some frozen meat, a couple gallons of milk as they go home, and even some fresh produce. So, we know that that's making a difference. They tell us that every time. And, I know that there are other things happening as well right now to help them. But, what we really need most of all is for a bipartisan solution to this, so we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, we hear
they shouldn't have to worry about it.
They should not. And we just talked to George Speak over at the Sanford International Airport. Of course, they used a contracted TSA that does not come through the government, so their TSA agents are not dealing with this. And of course, him, he knows you, the whole 9 yards. Going back to what you guys are doing, when you guys find out about issues like this, Greg, when this comes to light, when the agents are, when that word comes around, how do you get word of that? Is this something that just kind of comes through the grapevine, or is this something that you guys have a team that goes out out or scours the area looking for people in need? How does that work?
We're always keeping our eye on, there's a daily disaster, if you want to put it that way, that happens every day. And that's almost 500,000 people in Central Florida that can't afford enough food. And anytime a big storm comes through or some kind of economic challenge happens, we're always keeping our eye out for that, because it sort of layers right on top of that daily disaster need that's happening out there. And so, in this case, we have a long-standing history now with the folks that run Orlando International Airport, and we were the first ones to call them, I think, and say, what can we do? We can bring a truck out there and try and get your folks as they're coming off their shift. And boy, I tell you, if you see that, you will not forget it anytime soon. These are folks getting off of a shuttle bus to go to their cars. And I'm telling you, they have just come off a long shift that they're not getting paid for. And you want to see some long faces. That's these folks. But at the same time, they are the most dedicated people that you can imagine. It's not all about the paycheck for them.
Yeah, for sure. That's why we always remind people that when you're out there at the airport, especially now more than ever, feel free to dig in and give them a couple bucks and tip them and let them know because they're doing their best to try to keep you safe while you fly.
Well, at least thank them and be polite, because it's a great point that Greg brings up, is the stress of the actual work. Because think about it, if people are waiting 3 hours in line, 4 or 5 hours, and missing flights, that raises a level of anxiety and tension, and it's only natural that that's going to spill over. And so they are dealing with a tense situation, not getting paid, not being able to afford their bills. So it compounds. So any grace and mercy you can show these people, whether it's if you are in line there and dealing with them directly, or if it's making a donation to Second Harvest Food Bank to help, it's all appreciated.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and Greg, when you guys move forward with this, is there? Obviously, you will keep doing this until there is a solution, I assume.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why we're kind of hanging our hat on that, because we don't want to do this forever. We always help whoever needs it, but again, it's an extra layer that we don't have to deal with right now. And there are so many people out there that can use the help, and we're putting enough food out the door for about 300,000 meals a day throughout Central Florida right now, and we're there to help anybody, but when we know there's a solution to this and we can get together and do it, we need to do it.
Yeah, talking to Greg Higerson from the Second Harvest Food Bank, Deb.
Yeah, Greg, I just wanted to ask, because I know you have boxes set up in Terminal C, or you did at one point.
Well, the airport's actually doing that drive.
Oh, so, that's cool.
Yeah, so if you can drop off out there, that's a wonderful thing. If you can bring gift cards and things like that, they'll get it right into the hands of TSA folks, and it's really, really important that we do as much as we can for them.
And, how would, for those who don't want to spend the extra gas money driving out to the airport, what's the easiest way for folks to get funds or whatever to Second Harvest?
Yeah, I'll tell you, when we get when we're in a situation like we are right now with so much need out there in the community, we can't rely just on the donated food. So those boxes I mentioned and everything, we actually have to buy that in like tractor trailer quantities. And that's not cheap. So the easiest way and the greatest and most effective way to help right now is just to give bucks. If you can spare anything, the easiest way to give is to go to our website at feedhopenow.org and leave a gift behind. And we'll turn that right into food that goes out the door.
And I know that you guys also have an area, let me ask, do you still have that area where you can buy stuff? I know that the kitchen over there has produced cookies and soup mixes and stuff for many years as well. I don't know if you guys still do that. I don't know where that money goes.
Yeah, not so much anymore. We're really focused on our catering operation.
Gotcha.
Which is doing an amazing job.
Yeah, that is amazing.
That's kind of the extent of our social entrepreneurship right
now. The easiest way is feedhopenow.org, Greg, for people to go over there and get signed up. Maybe throw $10 a month in there, sign up for a recurring donation or something.
Goes a lot further than you might imagine. Absolutely. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
So, Greg, talk about that for a minute, because I love the story of what you can do with $1 or $10 and how it's magnified the impact based on the efficiency of the organization.
Yeah, it's a really good point. So the good news is, the bad news, I guess you should say, is that there's so many people who need help and there's so much need out there. The good news is that we can do it in a way that costs a lot less than the actual food itself is worth. And so $1 to us means that we can put about 4 meals out the door. So think about that. Where can you go and get 4 meals for $1 and feed 4 people?
You can.
That's the kind of turnaround and ROI that we can produce.
Yeah,
so that's a great point, Jack.
Greg, you have a number of vendors, Publix, and other people who are, obviously, household names that do this and donate tons of food. When situations like this happen, do you have to make a call to them and say, hey man, can we up the volume, or is that something they just always kind of go, hey, I hear there's a scenario, we're going to increase our donations by 5%, 3%, 2%? Does that ever happen?
Yeah, it's a great question, and it happens both ways. I'll tell you, when hurricanes hit and things like that, we pick up the phone, and quite honestly, to their credit, a lot of these places call us before we can even pick up the phone because they want to help. And great partners in Publix and Walt Disney World and Universal and all the big ones that you can think of, and lots of smaller ones as well. So we're really lucky that we have those kinds of partners here in Central Florida.
Well, Greg, we had someone text and wonder if they can't do money and they can only make a food donation. Is it only non-perishable food, or do you take frozen as well?
Yeah, so from the general public, we look for non-perishable food. From our corporate sources, like the ones we were just talking about, we can take food that's perishable because we know the history of it and that sort of thing. But from the general public, we need non-perishable items.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Well, Greg, as always, we appreciate you spending a few minutes with us to let us know what's going on. FeedHopeNow.org. That's FeedHopeNow.org. That's where you can go donate some money and make those people's lives out there a little bit better. That would help a lot.
Greg, what about the people, if they don't have the coin or the food, but they have the time? Are you still looking for volunteers, and how can people find out about volunteering with the Second Harvest Food Bank?
Yeah, great question. And we always have that need, Jack. And whether that's good times, bad times, crisis situation, we always need volunteers. So same website, you click on a different tab under How to Help. And the volunteer information will come up. You can choose a day, a time. We can always use that help. Really appreciate that.
All right, that's feedhopenow.org. Good and loud for Greg, guys.
Yay!
Greg Higerson, Second Harvest Food Bank. You are the great one, buddy. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, you're the one doing the good work.
Thanks as always, man. Be good. All right.
Thank you.
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Back in one sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Serious accident reported John Young Parkway between Florida's Turnpike and Oak Ridge Road, blocking multiple lanes where John Young Parkway meets President's Drive. Also another accident, State Route 50 eastbound at Forsyth Road is blocking the right shoulder. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
It's spring. Time to refresh your ride. Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change for trusted service and expert vehicle care in about 15 minutes. No appointment needed. Spring into savings at VIOC.com. Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Quick, easy, the drive starts here.
Man, let me tell you something. I have purchased and sold a number of homes right here in Central Florida over the years. I know exactly what having a good realtor and a bad realtor means. Good realtor could mean thousands of more dollars of profit. Bad realtor could mean losing thousands of dollars on your home sale. Let's face it, guys, when you sell your house, that's usually your biggest asset. You definitely want to cash out there and make the most possible. That's why you should use the Nickley Group. On average, these guys get about 6% more for their listings than their competitors. competitors, and they sell those homes twice as fast. And if you're buying a home, you're looking for a place here in Central Florida, welcome to town. Call the Nickley Group. They have an army of people scouring the entire area looking for that home that checks every box you need to make you and your family happy. And when you factor in their VIP program, it is crazy. Free appraisals, free home warranties, free moving trucks and supplies. They even have a love it or leave it guarantee. Check this out. If you're not satisfied with your purchase within the first year, they'll relist your home for free. They even have a program called the Guaranteed Cash Offer. You don't have to deal with any real estate stuff at all. No showings, no open houses, none of that. And you can close that deal in just 14 days. That's the NickleyGroup.com. That's NICKLEY Group.com.
Want to make the most of your tax refund? File with TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They help you get your biggest refund, and then we help you do more with it. With a personalized plan designed to help you hit your money goals. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
There are some projects around the house you choose to do, and some projects that choose when they need to be done, and you have no choice in the matter. But what you do have a choice in is who you contact to do the work. And that's why I believe you should reach out to the Home Builders Network online at hbnusa.com. That's Mike the Home Builder. And he is a fourth-generation craftsman and contractor, over 36 years of real hands-on experience that makes a difference. I know that because he's done several projects around my house. I replaced a roof, got gutters, also most recently redid our master bath. It's window replacement, it's door replacement, as I mentioned, roofs as well, and bathrooms. He is the Mike the Home Builder at the Home Builders Network for those bigger projects that are more than the honey-do list that you bag out on a weekend. It's hbnusa.com.
We honor the biggest stars from all genres of music that you loved listening to all year long.
Don't miss our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards. Watch live on Fox Thursday night starting at 8 p.m. And listen on iHeartRadio stations across America and the free iHeart app.
Trashy is a proud partner of the 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards. This spring, turn your closet clutter into rewards with the Take Back Bag. Learn more and get started at trashy.io.
Make your dream of a new paver's driveway, pool deck, beautiful patio, and artificial turf a reality with Pavers Depot. Join us at the largest pavers showroom in Central Florida. Over 400,000 square feet in stock, including Tamron brand pavers. Pavers Depot can get your job done in just 2 weeks with a free estimate on custom installation. Visit online at paversdepot.com or call 407-839-5900. 407-839-5900. paversdepot.com.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. It's tournament season and your trade could be the #1 seed. Trade values can swing by thousands depending upon where you go. But at Greenway Kia, over 40 Greenway dealerships compete head-to-head to win your trade. That bracket-style competition could mean up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value. Explore one of the area's largest Kia inventories at greenwaykias.com. More inventory, more competition, more money for your trade. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinance. Expires 4/5/26.
The world's best bull riders. One shot, 8 seconds, no mercy. The rankest bulls in the sport are waiting. This is professional bull riding. Watch it live as we unleash the beast. This weekend from Albuquerque, only on Paramount Plus.
Insurance companies don't want you to hire an attorney so they can pay you pennies on the dollar for your injuries. But I don't cost you a dime unless I get you money. I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get pushed around by the insurance companies. Just call Mo.
Come on, kids. We're almost there. The map says straight ahead.
One-a-day 50-plus multivitamins are made for your overall health, with nutrients to support your brain and muscle function. Because don't you want to make the most of each day? So even on the family hike, you're not just keeping the pace.
Hey, Dad, wait up.
You're one step ahead. One-a-day 50-plus. The one for you. This statement has not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
It's tax season, and by now, I know you're a bit tired of the numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16 billion. The That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud. Not all grim news. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats that you could easily miss on your own. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to fix it. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK, 1-800-LifeLock or lifelock.com. Terms to apply.
On paper, the three hosts of the Nick, Dick, and Pole show are geniuses. We can explain how AI works, data centers, but there are certain things that we don't necessarily understand. What Kugler did that I think was so unique.
Who's he?
He's the writer-director.
Who do you think he is?
But hey, no one's perfect. We're pretty close, though. And you can find out if you listen to the Nick, Dick, and Pole show on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow the Nick, Dick, and Pole show and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit thenickleyGroup.com.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Still to come, the common sense financial advice you need. It's Only Money with Scott Brown. Today at 6:20 on The Jim Colbert Show.
What's up, Colbert Show? My girlfriend loves espresso martinis and white Russians. We were in Amsterdam last year, and we were at a bar, and she ordered a white Russian, and the girl taking the order, she looked really confused. And a few minutes later, the bartender came over and he asked what it was she wanted. And she said, white Russian. He didn't know what that was, so she described it. And he said, oh, well, we don't call it that here. It's called a Caucasian here. So if you're ever there, you'll know.
I'll have a Caucasian. That sounds wrong just saying it, doesn't it?
It does.
All right. Well, yesterday it said something about my grandson that came out really poorly.
Oh, really?
Oh, you didn't even get into that, did you? You don't even know what we talked about yesterday.
No.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Don't you say a word. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
Had a bit of a kerfuffle.
Really?
Yesterday on the air.
On the air?
A bit of a thing.
Really?
A thing happened.
Uh-oh. What happened?
I'm doing something.
I'm surprised we're still on the air.
Yeah.
No way.
Stop. I'm doing something. I'm not going to get back into this because we did a lot on it yesterday. I don't want to burn people out on it, but I do want your opinion.
I need to know.
Yesterday, I made an announcement that I'm going to do something I've never done before. And then
I rule out the things like be nice to others, be kind, considerate,
give to the poor, all that stuff. Don't rule that out. And I got some heat for the idea that I had for this first thing I'm doing, and I didn't care for it. As a matter of fact, I verified it because we talked to the person that it's going to impact, and it turned out to be exactly what that person wanted.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't think I'm going to agree with you, do you?
That's what I need because Jack, see Jack, he's that stupid Jack smile going, stupid Jack laugh.
Yeah, I heard the Jack laugh.
Right, and so imagine.
Can I tell her?
Everything that Jack says, Ross also believes.
Ooh, wow, you span generations there.
You would have guessed what I'm doing? Never done this before.
Hunting.
No, I've hunted before plenty.
Okay.
It's something for me.
Something for you.
Yeah, yes. Commemorative.
You are not.
I am.
Are you really?
I am.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm getting boobs.
I thought you were going to say breastfeeding.
Yeah, I'm going to get a tattoo.
Are you really?
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? So the idea was this. This is how this happened. Sunday, God, I feel bad talking about this again because we talked about it so much yesterday. But real quick, and then you can give your opinion and we can move on, right?
All right.
So yesterday,
you're not getting baby footprints.
Bro, Deb, I want to come in there and kiss her on the mouth.
I will. I'll see you guys Monday.
That was awesome, Deb. You nailed it. Not only that, he's getting it on his lower back.
Oh my God, no!
We're calling it a Gramp stamp.
It is a Gramp stamp. It is a Gramp stamp. You're going to look like you're trampled by trolls. It's a good thing I let you swallow first. Show title. Bet you missed me, didn't you, Jimmy?
Devin's had a hot 2 minutes right there.
Just call me Gulliver. Why would you say that? That's exactly what I'm going to get.
That was
Little
beautiful.
baby footprints on the small of your back.
Not on the small of my back. These guys are being dicks. It's not going to be on the small of my back. It's going to be somewhere else. That was part of the conversation. It's like where that's going to be. Those two guys went ham on me, dude. I mean, went
That's
crazy.
appropriate for the father or the mother, but not the grandfather.
Why not? The dad is getting it too. It's like a thing.
Oh, is it? Are you going to be left out if you don't get the baby footprints?
No, that's.
Are you going to be left out? Oh, poor Jimmy.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Want me to fake
here.
cry? I can't believe they treated you like this, man. You just want to commemorate your grandson's birth.
Who are you?
Nobody has to be this cruel.
What are you?
I have no idea at the moment, but I'm having fun. Seriously, you're going to look like you got trampled.
Jack is laughing
by a
like,
village of tiny people.
Jack is laughing like I got line dropped in the nuts in a wiffle ball game. Like it's the happiest he's ever been in his life. If having you guess that in advance and then guessing it crappy like it's a baby footprint.
4 minutes ago, I was with you. I'm like, oh man, we talked about this for an hour yesterday, but Deb definitely brought it into a new light.
Yeah, I just got to figure out where I'm getting them. I'm thinking on each earlobe. I don't know. We went all this yesterday.
Put them over your belly button.
No,
if you're going to do it, just put them over your belly button.
But we're definitely doing it. We had the dad call on the air. He's doing it too. He doesn't care about anybody's opinion, and I'm kind of right there with him. Anyway, I said yesterday that
who gets to slap your tat first?
I said yesterday this all came about when my grandson was splooting on my chest. And that came out.
That doesn't sound right.
And that sounded
that sounded very
odd.
wrong.
Yeah.
Very wrong.
But it's not wrong because that's exactly what he was doing. He was straight splooting on my chest, but it just sounded weird to say it like.
Well, not everyone knows what splooting means.
Yeah, you just lay him with your arm, like when your dog lays down.
Oh, splooting.
Splooting, and then puts his arm. What the hell did you think we were talking about?
with you-
It's a 3-week-old.
Splooting sounds like a bodily function.
I understand that, but it's not. It's when you lay with when your dog lays with his arms and legs straight out with his belly sitting there. That's a sploot.
It's interesting you say that because a few years ago when New York City was just wrapped in massive heat, people were calling animal control saying, there's something wrong with the squirrels. And they just had to say, dude, they're just splooting, right? They're just trying to get a little bit cooler. Leave them alone. They're fine.
Anyway, so I will give you advance notice when it's happening so when I can come in. It's so sad I have to deal with this.
Can we play Baby Shark for his baby footprints?
It's so sad how
Baby
nice
Shark.
I am to you guys.
Oh.
And this is what I get. This
is family.
I love the back idea so it looks like you got trampled.
By little people. People are going to wonder who you're allowing to climb all over your back.
Next topic.
They're going to think you're a freak.
Next topic. They'll know exactly what it is because they're not pervs. They're not weirdos like you two.
She guessed it. I didn't
nailed
say
it.
a thing.
My God Almighty, did absolutely nail
Because
it.
that was funny.
there wasn't anything else that you could put in a tattoo that wouldn't have had that reaction. You could put his birthday.
It's so played. And that's why everybody's like, it's so played. Ross called me like a 90s trailer mom. I know, that was the easy one. That was like that's like entry level.
You can just flash that. You can call it your Palaka Pass.
All right, 407
Let me back
916
in. I got the
1041.
baby footprints.
We do have a question of the day, and it has nothing to do with this. Matter of fact, we're changing topics.
It should totally be the topic. Should Jimmy get baby footprints on his back?
We already did this yesterday, and everybody wants me to.
Oh.
Not to.
I want you to. That's for sure. That's the gift that keeps on giving.
Anyway, the question of the day on our YouTube page, and you can do that, realradio.fm/watch. Go to the chat room there. We have it posted up, and it reads...
In our YouTube chat, the question is, do you watch reality TV shows?
No. And the reason why is you say no. Or do you watch any of them at all, Jack?
I'm trying to think.
Code Black is still addicted to Survivor. He watches every single season, has watched every minute of every Survivor show.
Wow, I dipped out after season 2.
I think I watched 3 or 4 or 5 seasons because we talked about it so much because it was so unique when it came out.
Yeah, we always had. They'd always offer the guests. So we always had their guests.
Yes.
Like the person voted off would always be available. We do an interview with them. So that became a thing. But recently, I can't think of any reality show that I'm watching.
My last reality show that I watched with any kind of regularity, Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's still hot, right?
I got America's Got Talent. Every summer
there you go.
I watch that.
I do. I love that. That's a great show.
Well, the reason why this comes up is because reality TV shows are dying. They're saying here is the industry rapidly changes and era is quietly vanishing. And it's been happening since 2022. MTV announces this month that
Too much Snooki?
Jersey Shore Family Vacation
there you go.
is going to be ending. HGTV has ended a number of their shows. The Food Network have ended a number of their reality shows. And it goes on and on and on. One of the reasons they're saying is there's only a few that really hit hard. And it's just the cost of them isn't really making the money that they used to make. That viewership that used to be so fervent isn't really there anymore. There are way too many choices, too many great shows on Netflix or Peacock or wherever, you know?
And that's the thing. It's it's the saturation of the market. It's the amount of choices we have. We always talked about, one day we'll have 500 channels. Well, they've determined that that's too many. And that's why these streaming services are struggling as they compete with each other to get your dollar, and they have to keep consuming each other, is because there's only so much television we can watch. You've become a fragmented audience. So it's hard for any one show to be as popular and to have the size audience that they're all chasing.
Well, let me tell you what else is coming into play here, and what they're finding out is if your show doesn't hit on social, you're done.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it is. As a matter of fact, they can kind of go back and find out that Dancing with the Stars actually has made it through to this far is because of its TikTok following. And its TikTok audience keeps that show alive. And they're saying that about a number of these shows. Love Island USA, Housewives, Below Deck, Survivor, all of those remain popular. And one of the reasons why is they have a massive social media push that goes behind there, feeding clips to the audience, keeping them updated on what's happening and what's coming up. And it's very effective. But there's only 4 or 5 of them that are really killing it and doing well. And they're having a harder time getting these shows greenlit for financing. Nobody wants to do it or take the chance anymore.
Well, because the money, sorry, Jack, the money you'd put into a reality show, now you can just put into a good writer and
no, that costs more, though. See, that was the dilemma back 27 years ago when Survivor first hit and took off. The fear was, and it was founded that the all shows, they'll start producing all reality shows because it's cheaper than the scripted show with the actors, the set, and the production,
script managers, all that stuff.
It's so much cheaper to put on a reality show
that is unscripted, actually, and that's how they call them unscripted shows, right? It says in 2019, HGTV, home of Fixer Upper, Property Brothers, had 78 original unscripted series. How many do you think they have now?
3.
Well, it's more than that, but I mean
20,
35.
Wow.
The Food Network used to make 70 reality shows. They also only make about 35 now. And that doesn't stop there. It says Lifetime, MTV, and Oxygen. All of those reality shows have crashed. The audiences just aren't there anymore. And even if you have an audience that is loyal, it's still got to be bigger now, because that pie, like Jack is saying, is being divided so many different ways. You could still have a massive, really dedicated audience, but if it's only like 5,000 people, you ain't making it.
Well, here's the question: do we really need to see housewives in Miami, New York, and Utah? I mean, it's like the same group of bitches that are bitch slapping each other and being nasty.
Well, they actually bring up that Bachelorette thing. You know, that just happened with that chick that...
Taylor or whatever.
Yeah, she went crazy.
Yeah, I mean, when you see the video, it's like, why would you put this person on TV looking for love and bring in 24 unsuspecting guys who might get their ass kicked?
Yeah. It says here, there's a longtime post-production supervisor on reality shows like Ghost Hunters and Wicked Tuna, said he noticed something seemed off in the industry about 3 years ago when screenwriters and actors went on strike. His assumption was that studios would buy a bunch of reality series to help fill the area as much as they did, which it did. But really, no buying craze ever really happened. He notices that colleagues are always working suddenly not to find a job. Some people left the business altogether.
Wow.
It just seemed to be changing. You get a bad feeling. You get that pit in your stomach where it just isn't working anymore. There's not excitement on the set. You don't feel that vibe that you're really part of something cool anymore. You feel like you're just part of another show being made, and they're hoping that it hits something great. Maybe one of the members does something stupid, and it catches some viral action online, gets some attention, then off we go.
You just went through a list of channels with the number of reality shows that they now produce. Every one of those channels are channels I do not get.
Oh, really?
you need to pay for TV. Those are what's considered cable channels, right?
Yeah.
But if you're buying live TV from Hulu or YouTube TV, then they include those what we call quote cable channels in those packages.
Bravos, right?
I don't, but I have streaming services and I have an over-the-air antenna, so I don't get Bravo. I miss out on some things. I don't have ESPN. That's probably.
You're not going to get to watch Love Overboard?
Unless it's on a network or something. And sometimes they provide them free, or like if Netflix picks it up, then it's available to me. But I'm not watching these things anyway. Jimmy, you and Rachel Maddow surprisingly have one thing in common.
Okay.
Oh, not Dr. Pimple Popper.
It used to be her haircut.
No, it's the British baking show.
Oh, we love it.
Oh, a lot of people love that.
Yeah.
I've heard both of you both say it was the greatest show on television.
It is. I do believe if you ever watch it, I don't know how you could deny it. It makes you feel better than anything on TV. You will never feel better after watching a TV show than watching a few episodes of the British Baking Show.
A lot of people say that. It lifts their spirits.
It's so good. I mean, I'm telling you, you have a crappy day, you bring up a couple episodes of that, you will feel better about your life.
Texters are saying Love is Blind is killing it on Netflix.
It is.
And
My
also
wife
on
is
Netflix
addicted to it.
is the other one. I forget the name. I was watching the preview for it last night about the age, the differences in age.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly the age of
Aquarius.
We just talked about this. I mean, we're watching every episode of it. It's
really?
It's fascinating. It is. It's absolutely fascinating. And by the way, they're not actors, and this is real deal stuff. I mean, now you have a mom who's 54 years old with two kids who are 30, introducing them to her boyfriend who's 34.
Ew.
And some of it's worse. There's a 60-year-old dating a 23-year-old. So, I mean, it's very interesting.
Well, Johnny, what's his name from Jackass? I mean, he's coming out with a new Fear Factor.
Yeah.
You'd think that idea's been played.
But again, it's weird because that had a niche audience that could do, as long as the production value is low, you can still do well. But Jack, what do you think the number one thing is that's causing this to change? I remember reading this at the bottom of the story, and I just kind of rebooted it up.
The demise of reality TV?
Yeah, one of the things that's happening, one of the reasons that reality TV isn't kind of having, it doesn't have the draw it used to, it's YouTube.
Right.
Really?
I think, well, YouTube, I think, is the nemesis of every other
it is 100%
form of entertainment. Right?
Yolanda Hadid, the former Real Housewives star and the mother of the models Gigi and Bella Hadid, is poised to be the new star of a home design series that will be on YouTube. They didn't go to HGTV. They didn't go to anywhere else. They went to YouTube to do it themselves.
Because they're going where the young people are.
Yeah.
The Oscars are going to YouTube.
Yeah. And it said this would have probably wound up on HGTV. But right now it says nobody wants to pour any money into it, so they're going to YouTube. And YouTube is starting to develop these series. On demand, ready to go, log on, bring it up, and off you go. There's a huge YouTube focus. YouTube's presence in the center of the media ecosystem is becoming undeniable.
Yeah.
It's obviously awash in unscripted content already. Some of it well-produced, some of it not. And that's the thing. Another thing I think people aren't taking into consideration is, how could you go to a development company and say, hey, I want this video to be produced, but I don't want it to look produced. I want it to look like this guy that just does this in his backyard. And I think it goes back to that genuine thing, that authenticity thing we've been talking about forever. One reason YouTube is so good is like nobody has a $10 million CGI budget. What you see is what you get. And I think that's really attractive. And I honestly think that's one of the reasons that I scroll so much is because it's authentic content created by people who just are at their homes doing interesting or fun stuff, or their animals are.
That's gardening with Johnny for me on Instagram.
Oh, really? Yeah.
He's just funny.
Yeah, like any animal videos. I mean, you can't feel better about yourself. You turn on TV, it's always doom and gloom. I can go to YouTube, type in funny animal videos, and sit there for hours entertained watching cats do stupid stuff or dogs do stupid stuff. Nobody gets hurt. It's all wholesome. Makes you feel good. Off you go.
It's how I continue to watch late night television because I always like, the interviews, so I can just go to YouTube.
Right.
Because they all post them now.
Sports for me.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if there's a city game and I can't sit and watch it, or a football or baseball game, my team's not involved, but I know that we're going to be talking about it because maybe there's a situation, I could go to YouTube the next day, give me the highlights, and in 15 minutes I can watch a football game.
Yeah.
Just like that. And I get the entire play, the whole 9 yards, all the commentary, everything. Pretty cool. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Load them up. It's time for trivia. Let's give some stuff away.
Woohoo!
If AI ran this station, it'd be organized. And nobody wants that. Real Radio 104.1, guaranteed human.
This is former Notre Dame quarterback Brady Quinn. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Allstate.
We'll start with hoops where the Magic ride a 5-game skid into Cleveland tonight. Orlando's playing a back-to-back after they lost to last-place Indiana. Buccaneers linebacker Levante David has hung up his helmet. He's announcing his retirement today after 14 seasons, all in Tampa. And Tiger Woods, he's returning from back surgery, playing today in Match 2 of the TGL Final with his Jupiter Lynx team. I'm Scott Davidson.
Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Man, let me tell you something. There's no question that when you have plumbing problems, your entire house comes to a screeching halt. No showers, no flushing toilets, no sinks. It sucks. It's the worst. That's why it's smart to have a reputable plumbing company on call. And it's easy for me. That's Modern Plumbing Industries. I called these guys up today and I said, guys, I got a problem. I have 2 water lines that have to be cut and capped and tucked behind a wall. And these guys said, Jim, no problem whatsoever, because they do everything from houses to high rises and employee-owned and in business since 1975. All plumbing issues, gas issues, water heaters, and so much more. And when you book your appointment, be sure to mention the Jim Colbert Show. Get that $50 discount. They actually have some other stuff as well. How about a free water heater flush with any service call, or $200 off any water heater install? Just call for 24-hour service, 407-327-6000, or find them online at modernpi.com.
The podcast Love Trapped examines how former Bachelor Clayton Echard's one-night fling spiraled into a paternity scandal. Through interviews and investigation, the podcast follows his fight to expose the truth with the help of strangers and citizen sleuths.
The whole fear behind this is like, first off, I don't believe you. But if by chance you actually got pregnant, I'm not afraid of how many kids. I'm afraid of you.
Listen to Love Trapped on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Love Trapped and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Escape to Aquatica Orlando for an adventure unlike anywhere else. Slide into endless thrills and unwind with sandy beaches, wave pools, and lazy rivers. Come face to fin with unexpected new friends and enjoy lively events all year long. Every visit brings something new at Aquatica, the #1 outdoor water park in America. Save up to 30% on passes. Hurry, offer ends soon. Taxes, service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
C-Lane here. Guys, let's have a talk for a second. If ED is starting to show up, you already know that's not something that just fixes itself. You can brush it off, joke about it, but when it matters, it still shows up. And yeah, it messes with your head, messes with your confidence, and it affects your relationship. Your partner notices, and you can only ignore that for so long. If you're still depending on pills every time, hoping for a different result, you know that's not really a fix. And that's why guys are calling Premier Men's Medical Center. They're helping men get things back to where they should be and feel like themselves again. And listen, 98% of men see results right there in the office, right there, same day. They're offering a free consultation, but you've got to call now. 407-723-7533. That's 407-723-7533. Don't overthink it. Just call Premier Men's Medical Center.
One man, one microphone, 8 hard-ass questions, and enough fun to light up your whole week. It's Fritz on the Street. Catch it live Thursdays at 1 p.m. on The News Junkie. Sponsored by that mortgage guy, Don.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.com.
The yard care industry promised they'd make your grass green. They told you they'd make it healthy. Instead, they took your yard and contaminated it with toxins and chemicals. Take back your yard with Sunday. Ditch the harsh chemicals and feed your yard the good stuff. Soybean proteins, iron, seaweed, molasses. Sunday uses clean ingredients and real science for thicker, greener grass. Order today and get your custom Sunday yard plan in time for spring. Sunday, for a smarter, healthier yard. GetSunday.com.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Any good weekend plans?
Oh, I'm going on a weekend cruise on MSC Cruises. We're going to White Sand Beach and beanbag share.
Are you using nouns as verbs?
You can do that on MSC Cruises. Where was I? The food. We'll rigatoni, French fry, we might even gelato. How about you?
Yeah, I was going to Lawnmower.
For a limited time, get up to 30% off cruises, plus kids sail free. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Save every day at Headquarter Hyundai. We've dropped prices on acres of new Hyundais. Visit headquarterhyundai.com.
If you're going to give up your personal information to a giant, merciless corporation, might as well listen to something good. So tell Alexa to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. Missed part of the show? The Jim Colbert Show on Demand. Available on the free iHeartRadio app.
Not to mention about this TV thing is the saturation of commercials. It was not like that when I was a kid. It wasn't like that 15 years ago, 10 years ago. But I'm not about to watch 3 minutes of a program, then 2 minutes of commercials, then 3 minutes of a program, then 2 minutes of commercials. I'm not doing it.
I agree. Plus, the commercials are so much louder than the show.
Right, exactly. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
I love commercials.
And Jack has the Jackie sack. Let's get it. What's in there, buddy?
All aboard.
Chugga chugga.
Choo-choo.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack.
Now we're changing that to Gramp stamp.
3 prizes. 3 prizes up for grabs. You get to pick. The winner gets to pick which they like. It might be a pair of VIP passes to the 14th annual Sanford Pints and Paws Craft Beer Festival happening this Saturday in Sanford. This pet-friendly beer festival has helped raise hundreds of thousands of dollars. That all goes directly to local pet rescues in need. Over 70 breweries, food trucks, vendors, live entertainment, and community fun in beautiful, historic downtown Sanford, Florida. You want details? Go to pintsandpaws.com. That's pintsandpaws.com. Also in the Jackie Sack, a pair of tickets to Orlando City versus Houston Dynamo at Inter & Co Stadium on April 18th. Got a little time for that one to, pick out your clothes, plan ahead. OrlandoCitySC.com to get your tickets. Or, finally, a pair of tickets to Mumford & Sons at the Benchmark International Arena August 7th, later this summer. Ticketmaster.com for tickets to Mumford & Sons. Those are the prizes available in today's Jackie Sack.
Nice, buddy. Nice.
Back to you, a clickety-clack.
All right, young lady. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Let's go to the back. Let's go number 5.
5 is good. Hey, Bill, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, Jim.
Want to play a little game with us?
I do.
Well, let's do it then, sir.
Want to play a game?
All right, Bill, this is a real easy game, boss. Got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of these answers is not true.
What?
But if you find it, buddy, I'll send you over to see Jack, and he's got some nice stuff, and you can find something for yourself. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy, here we go. On this day in 1977, American Academy Award-winning actress, producer, known for her choice of fiery roles and her red hair, she loves to help.
Oh, Emma Stone.
She brought Tammy Faye back to life.
Oh.
Her favorite time of the day is 0 Dark 30.
Oh, Jessica Chastain?
Jessica Chastain was born on this day. That's right. Here are 3 fun facts about Jessica and 1 poopy pie of a lie.
Tasty.
All right, buddy, we're talking about the actress Jessica Chastain. Which one of these is untrue? Number 1, she didn't graduate from high school, but now she's pursuing a master's at Harvard. Number 2, in 2016, she started a production company called Freckle Films. Number 3, she speaks fluent Italian. Or lastly, her father was a professional clown and her mom was a dance instructor. Which of those is a lie?
Let's go with number 1.
No, that's absolutely true. She did not graduate from high school, wound up getting a GED, but now is seeking a master's in Harvard with public administration, I believe is the
Good for her.
degree.
Yeah,
I agree
seriously.
100%. All right, 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Let's go to 2.
2 is Oscar. Oscar, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Good, buddy. We're talking about actress Jessica Chastain. Which one of these isn't true? And number 1, in 2016, she started a production company called Freckle Films. Number 2, she speaks fluent Italian. Or lastly, her father was a professional clown and her mom was a dance instructor.
Let's go with the clown.
The what?
The clown? Dance instructor?
Oh, really? Yeah, that's the one, buddy. You're a winner. Yay! Little slide there. Actually, she has been, what is the word? Estranged from her father since birth. And her mom had a weird situation. Her sister committed suicide. Oh. She does not talk about her childhood at all. She will not discuss it. It was traumatic. They didn't have any money. It was a bad situation. She said her stepfather actually was the very first settling person in her life who really made her feel safe and secure.
Wow.
But if you're on hold, buddy, you're a winner. There you go, Oscar. Good job.
To be estranged from your father since birth.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nasty scenario. But she does not talk about her past, her childhood in any interview.
It's fascinating when you find out, just like Charlie Chaplin, right? When he was making movies, he made so many people laugh.
Yeah,
but if you knew anything about Charlie Chaplin's life, it was tragic.
Yeah, Robin Williams, I think, would be one of those guys that we could kind of point at now, and one of those clowns that you look at and he goes, makes everybody happy, and behind the scenes, sad.
Tears of a clown.
Now we know for a fact that he had, the Dewey. What is the
Dewey Decimal System?
Stop,
Points.
Jack. No, it's too soon, Jack.
Okay.
Dewey.
It's something Dewey, right?
Dewey wins.
Why would we get stuck
It's Parkinson's.
Why would we get stuck on the Dewey word? Because it's funny.
Dewey and Louie.
But anyway, he had that situation, so that's sad. Yeah, 2016, she did start a production company called Freckle Films.
Lewy body dementia.
Yeah, there you go.
Not Dewey, Louie.
That's fine.
Louie.
Louie.
Lou.
She speaks fluent Italian. Her father was not a professional clown, and her mom was not a dance instructor. She was an early investor in Beyond Meat.
Oh, really?
Unlike you.
One of the many things we have in common.
Yeah.
Great success, Beyond Meat. A couple other things you may not know about Jessica Chastain before we get to the top of the hour. Remember, we have It's Only Money on the other side of this as well. She snuck into a preview of her film, The Help, to see what people were saying about her performance.
Really?
Yeah, so she got into a disguise, bought a ticket, went in, and sat there to listen to the chatter of what people thought about the character, which I think is kind of interesting. And then one of the other things is she made a movie in 2010. I forget the name of it, but she had to kind of be a badass. So she trained in that, I think it's Israeli MMA fighting style called Krav Maga. And learned how to do that quite well. Like, took that for a year. So apparently can also take care of herself as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Kick ass and still
Have you ever seen Zero Dark Thirty?
I haven't.
You have to watch it. It's the capture of Obama or Osama bin Laden.
Oh, really?
It's the killing of him. And actually it's a true story. They're telling the story, and you could actually go and see the person she played.
Oh, wow.
And all of the stuff that happened in the movie actually happened. All the way down to the torture of the captives, the guy, I'm not going to tell you that because all the other stuff, but I'm telling you, dude, it's a great movie. You should check it out. And I think it's the first Oscar or the second Oscar for Catherine Bigelow, who did the Hurt Locker.
Oh, that's right. She did Hurt Locker as well.
Right. So it's really well made. She's a great actress, and it's a damn good movie. One of my favorite movies ever.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, check it out. All right, 407-916.
Don't tell me what to do.
1041. You can always text us at 77031. What do we have here to talk? Oh, yeah, we'll do this next. Hang loose.
Make Real Radio 104.1 number one on your presets on our all-new iHeartRadio app and get cool stuff at Real Radio events. Get the app for free in your app store.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Expect delays on I-4 westbound. Earlier accident, still blocking the shoulder before you get to World Drive. Pretty sluggish through there. I-4 westbound at Dirksen Drive also crashed there, blocking the shoulder. And earlier accident, State Route 50 westbound between Bumby Avenue and Mills Avenue has been cleared. Still some heavy delays through there as well. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
It's spring. Time to refresh your ride. Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change for trusted service and expert vehicle care in about 15 minutes. No appointment needed. Spring into savings at VIOC.com. Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Quick, easy, The drive starts here.
Hey guys, in Central Florida, it is vital that you have a good HVAC company that you can trust, that you can lean on, that has integrity, and will not take advantage of you. That, my friends, is how I explain Mills Air to everybody I try to get to switch over because they're awesome. I'll tell you exactly who Mills Air is. Everybody in our audience has had their car break down, right? And everybody in the audience has somebody they know that can fix that car. The minute that dude pulls up into your driveway, that feeling of relief that you get because you know your car is going to run again, that's Mills Air with air conditioning. The minute that van hits your driveway, you get that sigh of relief because you know these guys are always going to come through for you. 30 years of experience. Let them use that to make sure your family never suffers in the brutal Florida heat. Not to mention, these guys are Carrier Factory authorized dealers. That's important because it can get you $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier and certainly turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call these guys today. It's 407-277-1159. Online, millsair.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Oh, 5 a.m. run? Really? All right.
If running shoes could talk, they'd have a lot to say.
Puddle, puddle, puddle. Oh, why would you aim for it? Oh, a double knot. Someone's feeling fast today. Instead of a marathon, maybe a beer run next time.
If shoes could talk, they'd also tell you to shop Academy Sports and Outdoors for top running brands like Nike, Brooks, Asics, and Adidas. Academy. Fun can't lose.
Are your investments in the right accounts? What's best, traditional or Roth? Are you receiving all available tax deductions? Are you paying as little in tax as you can? These are all questions you can't afford to get wrong. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth, and in many cases, it's not what you make, but it's what you keep that makes the real difference. Trajan Wealth and Trajan Tax work closely together exclusively. No more guessing about whether you should do a Roth conversion, or if maxing out your 401k is really the best option. Our nationally recognized fiduciary advisors and CPA team work in tandem to make sure your tax strategy works with your investment strategy. We'll even do your tax preparation. One team, one strategy. Isn't it time for a second opinion? Call Trajan today. 407-213-0000. That's 407-213-0000.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Make your dream of a new paver's driveway, pool deck, beautiful patio, and artificial turf a reality with Pavers Depot. Join us at the largest pavers showroom in Central Florida. Over 400,000 square feet in stock, including Temron brand pavers. Pavers Depot can get your job done in just 2 weeks with a free estimate on custom installation. Visit online at paversdepot.com or call 407-839-5900. 407-839-5900. paversdepot.com.
Coach Becht here. Spring football is coming to Orlando March 29th at 8 p.m. at Entering Coast Stadium. Your Orlando Storm versus the Columbus Aviators. And at halftime, the one and only DJ Khaled live.
Get tickets at uflstorm.com.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
It's tax season, and by now, I know you're a bit tired of the numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud. Not all grim news. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats that you could easily miss on your own. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to fix it. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK, 1-800-LifeLock or lifelock.com. Terms to apply.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Gail?
When I retired, I just let all my taxes pile up. I had gotten many threatening letters. The one that said they were going to try and take my property was probably the scariest. When I found out that I owed close to $300,000, I was in total shock. It was a bad situation. I didn't know what to do.
Then Gail found tax relief advocates.
When TRA told me I was only going to owe $368, I just was in total disbelief.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Gail did and call TRA for a consultation.
I was so blessed with TRA.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-909-7224. 800-909-7224. That's 800-909-7224.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Got a question after an accident? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
What's up, Colbert crew? BDM Red here. Yeah, there's a dude on Instagram I follow called Nature Jab. Dude out of Alabama, I think. And he made his own little, reactor kind of facility or whatever that takes plastic and turns it into fuel. He's made fuel for race cars and diesel trucks and all sorts of stuff. You should give him a follow. It's pretty neat.
Didn't that guy get
Y'all
killed?
have a good one.
The pipes coming out can sometimes be methane gas release pipes. I know in Marion County, the baseline landfill has pipes that go to the animal shelter in order to help provide heating in the wintertime.
That's cool.
Maybe that's a possibility.
Interesting.
What those pipes are.
Yeah.
Jack, you missed a buzzer. You let it go. He said Krav Maga.
I knew it was coming.
It's Krav Maga.
It's so unbelievable how these people do that. If I could explain to you how many texts I got about the pronunciation of Krav Maga.
You would have learned that if you just watched the Minions.
So unbelievable.
Or Despicable Me.
You just have no idea how fascinating I think that is, that people ran to their GD phone, opened it up, and text us to tell me that I said a thing that I say once every 10 years incorrectly. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I really do. Thanks for the heads up.
And that is why.
Can't thank you enough.
Not that you
God
say
almighty.
any word incorrectly once every 10 years. That specific word once every 10 years. Ironically or coincidentally said on the Monsters today.
Yeah, was it really?
Yeah, Ryan Holmes immediately. Russ mentioned something that he was learning, and Ryan immediately dropped that with Krav Maga.
So easy.
Yeah.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
You guys shop at Walmart much? By the way,
not much.
Not much. I'm not a big Walmart shopper either, and I have nothing against Walmart. It has nothing to do with that. It's just that I find it very difficult to get in and out because it's so big.
Yes.
That's really my number one thing, is it just the time it takes to park, walk all the way in there, because it's always packed, and then walk into the store that's 400,000 square feet.
Exactly.
And everything I need is from the back right corner, by the way. It's never right there. It's never like citrus, which is the first thing you see.
It's always the back of the store. I totally agree with that. I'm good for a couple times a year, but I tell you one thing, I usually every year will online order a bike when we do our bike drive. I usually get it from them.
That's actually where I got my bike this year for the bike drive. So you're 100% right. But occasionally we'll go in there when we're having parties and we have to buy a lot of stuff like, paper goods and stuff. Can't beat it, man. You really can't. I mean, really, to be honest with you can't beat Walmart in a lot of places. I mean, the prices are very good. And that's kind of where I'm going to stop here with Walmart.
Oh, boy.
So there's an interesting concept rolling through the retail world, and a recent pair of patents for Walmart are sparking fears that the retail giant could one day hit shoppers by doing this.
Hit shoppers.
In other words, while you're shopping, this could happen. This is a patent they're looking to put in the store.
Charge your debit card?
No. It's a tough one, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. That way we can kind of move on with the story a little bit. Walmart is considering digital price tags.
Okay.
So instead of walking up and seeing that paper price tag that you usually see that tells you whatever the item is above,
$5.98,
right? This will be a digital tag. So it'll have a digital readout of the price of the item. Why do you think?
Well, that makes it easier to change. Like at a gas station, when they have the flip cards, you'd have to manually go out. But if it's digital, all they have to do is type it from a remote location and change the price.
Oh.
Interesting, right?
That's why they're going to do it.
Don't tell me, are they going to have dynamic pricing, like surge pricing?
One is a system and method for dynamically and automatically updating item prices.
The texting.
Or cutting down the prices of items.
Oh, see? It could work in your favor.
The other uses machine learning to recommend prices based on demand. In other words, they're incorporating AI into a digital price tag that will allow them to tell what the value of the product is based on the demand of the product. Now, Walmart says that's not at all what we're using it for.
Right. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
We're using this so that we can change prices and give the customers a more accurate readout of the absolute price right now. So what they're saying is this. Let's say a price change comes into the store, right? Now, I know that there are some 24-hour stores.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think most Walmarts, don't they shut down at like midnight or 11 or something?
Sure.
Okay, so that's when the stock guys take over, when the ones that aren't working during the day. So normally, if a price increase would happen, the manager would say, we need to increase the price on this. The people that do that job would go out and they would change the prices on that particular product with that little tag. Now, they don't have to do that. The digital tag is right there. They just have to hop on their software and go, okay, well, Del Monte peaches are now $1.39 a can instead of $1.38 a can or $1.35 a can.
Does this also speak to what they could be doing with employment numbers? Maybe not having as many clerks in the store.
It doesn't say that, but what it says here, as it stands, there's no indication these patents would be used to raise prices dynamically like Uber does with ride-sharing fares.
Bullcrap.
Nor is there a plan to take price setting out of the hands of humans, per the company's comments to Financial Times. In other words, they don't want the prices being set by AI as it scans the global price or the national price of something and then automatically adjusts it without telling anybody.
All the words you just said about the words that they said mean absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Because the bottom line is what's going to increase our bottom line. And if they have a technology where they can reduce staff, your biggest overhead is the humans that you hire to do the job. If they can reduce those numbers and maintain a certain level of quality, they will do it in a second.
A user predicted this. It says, quote, 2019, eggs are $1.40. 2025, eggs are $4.71. 2026, eggs are $2.58. 2027, eggs are $2.58. But $4.99 between 5 and 7 because Walmart notices that's when you shop.
See, that would make me mad.
And that's exactly what they're going to do, because think around like Thanksgiving time, right?
Yeah.
When everyone's out there getting the same breadcrumbs and the Campbell's mushroom soup.
And the last order of jerky onions makes it into the store.
Exactly. And they, in the past they charge you $1.98, but they see that you're willing to pay $3.98 because you really want to make sure you have that product on your Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah.
And what are we going to do?
Yeah.
Well,
shop elsewhere.
Elsewhere, or people will adjust the time they shop. Well, maybe on Friday nights at 9:00 is not sitting down and relaxing and watching a movie. Maybe that's when we do our grocery shopping because we know it's going to be the lowest price because it's the smallest crowd.
And people in the texting service are saying they've already experienced digital price tags at some of the Walmarts they shop at, and that kind of is the story. The story isn't necessarily the digital tag, because I think that makes great sense. The story is what they're going to do with the information and the AI running that. Like Deb said, come Thanksgiving, you walk into the store, it's the day before Thanksgiving, there's been a rush on cream cheese. There's no more cream cheese. There's no more bacon, no more eggs, whatever the case may be. Well, you're not going to be able to get that pound of bacon for $10 anymore, $8 anymore, because it's the last pound of bacon in the county. That pound of bacon is going to be $50 now, or $25, or whatever the case may be. Water during hurricanes, whatever it is.
Tape, batteries.
Now, Walmart says they're adamant this isn't designed to create a system that will react to demand by raising prices, but
believe our lies.
But here's the thing. I mean, Jack makes it.
Why else are they doing
They're a for-profit company. They're one of the most successful for-profit retail companies on planet Earth. For them to ignore this kind of technology to be able to provide this, and by the way, maybe there's going to be a situation where there's a glut of something. Because, I'll give you a great example. Avocado season.
Yeah.
Right? Avocado season. Go buy an avocado out of season. They're like, $1.50 each? But when they're in season, it's $1 for 5.
Yeah, they're throwing them at you at the parking lot. Don't forget your avocado.
So I think that, right? No joke, right? Yeah.
And it's only ripe in mid-toss.
Exactly. And by the time it gets to your hand, it's overripe.
But when you think about the possibilities of them being able to do that, just based on the access that they have to products through vendors, whether there's a chicken recall, a pork recall, whatever the case may be, that stuff's going to be harder to get. The stores that get it are going to be able to charge a premium because the customers want it.
Well, not only that, they don't want to see this land in Publix's hands or Aldi's hands.
Look, can I tell you?
They're not going to let those patents sit on a shelf and see another grocery, competitor come in, a Target that's been struggling.
And look, it's just a matter of time before all retailers go to something like this, right? I mean, all retailers realize that you like right now, if you were to do my profile, this guy shops between 7:30 and 8:30 on the weekdays. Because that's when I get home from work. I drive right by my Publix. I would pop in there, grab whatever I need, half and half, sugar, whatever, on my way home, maybe a sub or something. They know for a fact I shop between 7:30 and 8. Theoretically, I mean, they could say, well, this guy also buys this almost every single time.
Quick, jack up the price.
They obviously are not going to do that. That would be the worst. That'd be terrible marketing.
They're going to roll that out slowly to where we don't notice it. It's going to be like a frog in a boiling pot of water.
They have 40,000 items in the store, maybe more than that. If they do it 1 cent on 5 items every month, you'd never know.
Right.
If they increase the price by 5 cents on an item, you would never know that. You would never buy. If it went from $1.39 to $1.44, are you going to care? But you multiply that times 10 million transactions.
Yeah.
Texter points out, what happens when they change the price from the time you put it in your cart till you get to the register?
Yeah, you're paying the prices on the tag at that moment. Yeah. I'm guessing that the registers will more than likely be connected to the price tags. They'll all have Bluetooth or something like that, and they will be able to tell that SKU what exactly that is at that moment. So if you went in for an hour and a half shopping thing, you could put something in your cart and it's $4.99 when you put it in there. By the time you get the register, it's $5.11.
Yeah.
Flowers during Mother's Day or Valentine's Day.
Wow. Candy during Easter.
Candy during Halloween.
Well, these are all things that they have. They're already doing it, right? They're already adjusting the price based on demand going into it. This just gives them a little more immediacy.
Autonomy. Sure.
To be able to do it just much more quickly.
Yeah, exactly what I was saying earlier, Jack. Instead of the manager waiting until the shift comes in and the overnights to do that, they can do it in real time.
Yeah.
Right. They're probably by their phone or a device that they'll get that hooks up to these tags.
And really, it's one person doing it.
Right.
For all the items, they can bang that out in a half hour as opposed to a crew of people doing it
There you
overnight.
go. Here's the other thing I don't like. Someone texted us at 77031. Gas stations are switching to barcode labels in the aisles and wanting you to download the app to scan them and show the price. No, thank you.
Well, you know that, what is it? Is it some of the Cumberland Farms or some of the... No, not Cumberland Farms. Some of the Circle K's have that thing that you can just put your items on. It looks like a scale, and it actually scans it and then just gives you the number.
Target has that. Those are great. If you've got an item but you can't find the price, you just walk up and scan it. And it tells you how much it is.
I do like that. At BJ's, they have the scan and save app, right? So you have the BJ's app. You go into the store, you open up the app, and now every item I put in my cart, I scan in that. If there's a coupon, it automatically applies the coupon to it.
Ooh, I like that.
And that's cool.
And I don't have to check out. All I do is hit pay now, and then I get to pick what credit card I use for that. And then they have one person checking out, and it shows a little QR code on my phone. They scan that, they look at the items, and then I'm out the door.
Now look, I'm down for that.
That's
Look,
awesome.
if these guys could sign a promise, hey, we're not going to do this, because the idea of being able to walk, because right now I don't clip coupons. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to do that. But I like saving money. But like Jack said, if I walked up there and I had no idea, but if you download the app, it automatically loads up every coupon digitally, so that all you have to do is scan that QR code, and it'll automatically go through your entire order now, because it knows everything in your cart.
Because that's the problem with coupons, is remembering them.
Yep.
It would apply that coupon to your entire cart. I'm in it now. I like this.
Yeah. and typically they don't like doing that because you forgetting, they make more money.
That's right.
They do. Yeah.
So they're not trying to help you to remind you. What they're trying to do is get more people using their app.
Yeah.
So that benefit for them, it's worth it. Hey, well, automatically scan all your coupons.
And we can send you notices. We can send you everything you need for sales, whatever the case may be.
Man, it sucks to be so bitter.
Yeah, all right. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. It's Only Money with our buddy Scott Brown next here on the Jim Colbert Show.
Real radio is the news junkie.
Something is coming back into popularity that has not been popular for a very long time.
Sean Watson.
What? How dare you? My popularity remains at an all-time high.
The news junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
Stop and go traffic, I-4 eastbound between 46 and Dirksen Drive. Also tapping the brakes. I-4 eastbound between 192 and 535. An earlier accident I-4 westbound before World Drive has been cleared, but you can expect some residual delays traveling through that area. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by True Green. Warmer weather is here, and the weeds aren't far behind. But the lawn care pros at True Green are ready. Don't wait. Sign up at truegreen.com by April 7th and get 6 weeks free. Let the pros do the work so you can enjoy your weekend. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Guys, listen up. If you're thinking about redoing your backyard space this spring, consider purchasing a Big Green Egg grill at your local Tools Ace Hardware. Man, if you haven't heard about them, Big Green Egg is amazing. And Tools Ace Hardware has the largest selection of Big Green Egg grills and accessories in all of Central Florida. You know the Big Green Egg, man. That ceramic Komodo-style charcoal grill, it can do anything you want. I like getting mine hot as hell, 700 degrees, and searing off some beautiful steaks. But I also like taking it down to like 220, smoking pork butts. You can make pizzas, roasted turkey, even bake a pie. So versatile and so fun to cook on. And check this out. Tools Ace even services Big Green Egg grills. They have local in-home maintenance and repairs available. Get free assembly and local delivery when you shop in-store at any Tools Ace Hardware. They have 14 convenient locations here in Central Florida, or you can shop online at acehardware.com. It's Tools Ace, your local helpful place.
Save every day at Headquarter Hyundai. We've dropped prices on acres of new Hyundais. Visit headquarterhyundai.com.
We honor the biggest stars from all genres of music that you loved listening to all year long.
Don't miss our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards. Watch live on Fox Thursday night, starting at 8 p.m. And listen on iHeartRadio stations across America and the free iHeart app.
Trashy is a proud partner of the 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards. This spring, turn your closet clutter into rewards with the Take Back Bag. Learn more and get started at trashy.io.
People don't listen to radio ads. While you're driving or making a sandwich, your subconscious pays full attention. So relax. Let it take over.
Sunday makes yard care simple with a custom plan based on your soil, climate, and yard size. No pesticides, no harsh stuff.
Custom Sunday lawn plan.
Order today and get your
Custom Sunday lawn plan.
ready for the season ahead. Sunday, a smarter, healthier yard.
Make your dream of a new Pavers driveway, pool deck, beautiful patio, and artificial turf a reality with Pavers Depot. Join us at the largest Pavers showroom in Central Florida. Over 400,000 square feet in stock, including Tamron brand pavers. Pavers Depot can get your job done in just 2 weeks with a free estimate on custom installation. Visit online at paversdepot.com or call 407-839-5900. 407-839-5900. paversdepot.com.
It's the Pints and Paws Craft Beer Festival, March 28th in downtown Sanford. This event has raised over $1 million for local pet rescues, and last year alone, over $100,000 went directly to helping animals in need. Enjoy samples from 70-plus breweries, food trucks, vendors, and live music. Grab a general admission ticket for beer sampling, or go VIP for exclusive perks, like a t-shirt, pint glass, koozie, full bar access, and entry to our air-conditioned VIP lounge. For tickets and info, visit pintsandpaws.com.
Think you're not the suing type? But you aren't at fault. I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. You didn't choose this accident, the bills, or the damage. Don't cover for someone else's mistake. Just call Mo. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
It's tax season, and by now, I know you're a bit tired of the numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud. Not all grim news. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats that you could easily miss on your own. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to fix it. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK, 1-800-LifeLock or lifelock.com. Terms to apply.
It all started with a bracket full of dreams. And soon, one team will cut down the nets. College hoops are in the spotlight and have everyone talking.
You think you know what's going to happen, but it never goes as scripted.
Lock in Fox Sports Radio is your number one preset on the iHeartRadio app for the hottest takes, biggest interviews, and complete coverage. Plus, binge on-demand podcast for more coverage like Good Game with Sarah Spain.
Basketball, and more basketball.
Search college basketball on the iHeartRadio app and listen now.
Radio 104.1.
This is the Jim Colbert Show on Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube, and right here on Real Radio 104.1.
Jim Colbert Show, what's up? Just so you know, Aldi's has those electric or whatever digital tags. They update every morning at like 8 o'clock right before they open. So it's kind of like, it's not newer tech. I think they're just trying to jump in the game with it, I guess. See you.
I've never seen it. Not at Aldi. Not at my Aldi.
No? Somebody just had a question. I'm going to indulge them real quick because they asked about something with Tools Ace Hardware. It says he has a wood-powered, one of those small pizza ovens, and wonders if he should get a gas one. I have a gas one. I like the gas one way better. I've cooked on one of the wood ones. It's harder to get the heat right and maintain it, but the gas one is easier to maintain. Number one thing, you got to let that thing get super hot. The stone has to be really, really hot. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. I'm Jim. Deb is right there. Jack is here as well.
Plus, a lot easier to start.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Let's do It's Only Money.
Helping people passionate about planning for their future rise above investment myths to build real wealth.
Isn't that really just common sense financial advice?
It's both.
Oh, okay.
It's Only Money with Scott Brown from Edgewater Family Wealth.
Good laugh for Scott Brown. Yay! EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. Fiduciary here in town. That's a very important word.
What'd you call him?
It's a fiduciary.
I've been called worse.
It's PH fiduciary. And that is a person who professionally takes care of your money and is bound legally to not screw you over.
Yes, because criminals always listen to the things they're bound to. I was going to steal from you, but they call me a fiduciary now, so I'm not going to.
Let's start right there for a second.
Sure.
Let's do that. By the way, Scott joins us on Tuesdays to discuss some financial stuff. If you have a portfolio, you don't know what to do with it. If you're an IRA, 401k, you got an investment, you got maybe you inherited some money and you're wondering what to do. The great thing is EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com for almost 40 years here in town have been guiding people down those roads for many, many years to make sure that you have enough money that when you retire, you can live the life you want to live. And one of the reasons we do this segment is to get you started early because a lot of people kind of get down on themselves and start and I think maybe I want to talk about that as much as anything today, Scotty, but when people get down on themselves and they think, well, I'm 35, I don't have any money saved, I'm screwed, therefore I might as well just stay on the same path and enjoy life.
Well, then everybody's screwed at 35.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Because that's the thing is like people believe that just because they hear a few people have saved some money in their life that they're so far behind the 8 ball. And this goes back to what you said when people come into the office and you tell them, dude, you're in much better shape than you think you are. They skip out of your place and they got to be dragged in.
Yeah, I mean, it's a comparison thing, I suppose. Like somebody famously said Americans aren't driven by greed; they're driven by envy.
Yeah, that's.
I think it was Charlie Munger. So you're not. If you're 35, first of all, you're fine.
Yeah,
I don't care what unless I can't even think of a reason why you wouldn't be fine because
you have 20 years to save.
Yeah,
you have 30 years to save.
A lot of time to fix it. So I think people get drawn into comparisons. They also, I think you have to discount sometimes what people are talking about.
Yeah.
You're rarely at a cocktail party where somebody's bragging about a stock portfolio or the value of their account or what the value of their home, whatever it is. Those people generally that talk that way usually tend to be a little bit full of crap.
Yeah. Because the people who actually do have wealth like that usually, as a rule, do not go around talking about it. It's something that they've done. It's very personal to them because and a lot of people like you and I come from humble beginnings where you just basically say, I saw my parents struggle through that. I saw my uncles never go on vacation.
Yep.
My parents never did anything fun. They were always broke. I do not want to live that life. I will do what it takes not to be in that boat.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think with a lot of people, they watch their parents struggle or their parents didn't quite get to maybe where they themselves thought they would want to get. And they said, okay, well, what did they do wrong, right? Or sometimes it's the other way. It's like, listen, my parents were always diligent savers. We lived a good life. We had a modest but nice home. We drove cars in 7, 8, 9 years or whatever. All the habits. And it's funny because Ross and I have talked about this a lot on the pod is that children, especially, when they become adults, they tend to go, completely the opposite of their parents. Like my dad smoked. I wanted nothing to do with cigarettes.
Sure, yeah.
For that reason. And sometimes if the parent is not good with money, they overspend and they're not diligent with their dough, the kid will go the other way. Sometimes they accidentally follow suit.
Yeah.
They don't learn from that lesson. So it's a mixed bag there. But I would say the 35-year-old who's thinking, I'm screwed, that's just a preposterous statement.
It is a preposterous statement because you do have basically 30 years to start saving. And the matter of fact that we've said 1,000 times, the most important step is that very first one.
Yep.
And once you do it, like any habit, if you do it 3 or 4 or 5 weeks, you start seeing some fruition there. It'll turn into a habit. I want to stop for a second and go back to the word fiduciary because when we first started having you on, I started using the word fiduciary. When we first started having you on, people started texting immediately and said, "Hey, is this guy a fiduciary?" As if that was a qualifying word to make sure that you're going to do the job correctly.
They just repealed that, by the way.
I did not know that. What does that mean, and why is that so important to people, and why is that important to people who do what you do, or is it?
Well, I'm going to give you the law of the land up until recently, which is the fiduciary standard is that you put your client ahead of yourself. Okay, I know it seems rather obvious, does it not?
It does, really.
And it was something put forth in Congress during, I believe the initiative started under Obama's administration, ended up somewhere in the Biden administration getting passed. And look, I'm not against rules and regulations. I'm not that guy. But the reality is, I think the whole thing's silly. Because really what happened was they said, look, you have to act in the client's best interest as if we didn't know that to begin with.
I mean.
And it's, again, like I said at the beginning of the segment, there's nobody going, well, I was going to be dishonest and I wasn't going to put the client ahead of myself, but now that you've given me something on my card that says fiduciary, I'm going to act better. I mean, that's just a silly way to think, right?
It is silly.
So I think what ended up happening, though, was the reason the public lit up your board when you brought that word up is because now it's used as a marketing tool.
Right.
So every firm has decided how they hated it. First of all, they all lobbied against it. But the second it passed, they started using it as it's in all their publications, all their marketing materials, and all the
fiduciary.
I am a fiduciary.
Yeah.
Come invest with us because we are fiduciaries.
Right.
I mean, the whole thing is silly.
It's just a marketing scheme almost.
At this point, it's just I'm not discounting the concept. The concept is we want to hold advisors to a higher standard. We want them to behave as if it's their money, which most of us already, in fact, I would say I'm much more diligent about my clients' money than my own.
Sure, yeah.
Because I realize what I've been entrusted with, and it's no small thing. So, but to think that, somebody's going to put fiduciary on their card and suddenly start behaving better is probably quite odd.
You and I had a conversation this past week. We were texting back and forth after the segment last week. We stopped in the atrium and had a little talk and kind of going over some things. And then you and I were talking about this a little bit earlier or late last week. And one of the interesting things I kind of wanted to mention you because I didn't understand if there was any correlation to saving is my personality is a long-term personality.
Yeah.
Right. If you look at my life, I've had this job for 34 years. I've been with my wife 22 years. My first wife was like 16 years.
Right.
I don't, the only thing I do is move around a little bit, and that's investment.
You're hard to get rid of, is what I'm saying.
So I'm a long-term personality. I don't do many things short-term, but I know people who are short-term personalities. They like something for 4 or 5 weeks, 6 months, whatever, and then they move on. I asked you, is there a correlation between personality types and saving ability? Does a guy like me, like I've saved some money, does a guy like me have an easier time saving money because my personality is long-term as opposed to somebody who has more of a short-term, skippy personality? Is it more difficult for people to save with that?
Oh, without a doubt.
Oh, it is.
Without a doubt. So, I mean, and the reality is you're the odd man out here because most people are not wired for, in fact, none of us are designed for saving, right? When you think about in evolutionary terms, that saving wasn't a thing. Like you couldn't store meat.
Right.
You couldn't store food mostly of any kind till we started salting things and things like that. That's, a couple hundred years ago. So saving was really not a thing we needed to worry about. We see food, we eat it, right? That's still kind of true sometimes. But the reality is we're not set up for that. The other problem we have is that we don't like doing nothing. And I think it was Napoleon who said, the great man is the person who can act normal when everybody else is losing their mind.
Right.
So if you look at the market over the last few weeks, right, since the Iran situation, we're down about 4% since that started. I mean, that's really kind of small compared to most drops throughout any given year. The average drop in any given year is around 14%. But we're down 4%, and it's tempting to say, well, this is not good. I need to do something because the other side of it is I do nothing. And then doing nothing feels incompetent. It feels irresponsible.
Right, yeah.
It's just like, how can I do nothing? My family's counting on me. But if you look at markets historically and you realize what I just said, which is that the average drop in any given year over the last however many years is around 14%. Even dating back, if you look at 2020, we were down 33% at one point.
Right.
Now, if you had panicked, if you had done something, and that something was to move out of the market, you would have missed out on 100% gain since that time. And in 22, we had a 25% drop. So I think people who are wired like you for long-term, it just comes natural to them. They just kind of stick through thick and thin, and they realize things kind of sort themselves out.
Jack's the same guy.
Yeah.
Jack's a long-term guy.
So
same woman for 30 years, same job for 25, 30 years. I mean, he has that same mentality, and Jack saves money. So
I think people also like certainty. And there's certainty in doing something. If I do this and everything falls completely apart, I've done something versus life's kind of random sometimes with markets.
But after 40 years, you've obviously seen both of these kind of personalities walk through your doors and look for help. Let me ask you, like when you have people who have that short-term personality, they do get bored. What is it, Deborah? The devil's playground? Idle time is the devil's playground?
Yeah, I think, what is it? An idle mind is the devil's playground,
Correct.
And he'll find something with idle hands.
Right, yeah. So basically, when you're bored and you have time, you think of things to do that maybe aren't necessarily as helpful to you. And short-term people maybe have that a little bit. They're bored, they want to keep moving around, and they don't have the mentality. Is there an exercise or a book or something that you can suggest for people who have that kind of mentality that can maybe change that around or use some exercises to kind of shift themselves, especially with saving, into more of a long-term personality thought process?
First, get a hobby. Find something else to do. Staring at your account all day. And anecdotally, I'll tell you, what happens is when I have a client, and this has happened to me literally hundreds of times, where the client's been my client in their 40s and 50s, and then they go to retire in their 60s, and they haven't really picked up the phone and called me much other than our annual reviews. We go through the stuff. Maybe there was an administrative need. Maybe they needed some money. Maybe they needed to send some money somewhere, whatever. Talked about taxes, all the things that we do. But they weren't super hands-on. They weren't micromanaging the situation, which is, I think, why they have me.
Right.
But when they retire, things change for a minute. Because now they don't have a job.
Right.
And now they think their job is to stare at their accounts all day long and look at all the different stocks and why are we in this and why is that and what about this and what about if this group gets elected or that group doesn't get elected.
Right.
And they do a lot of that. So that's my critical time with that client. And I have to basically bust them like a Bronco. Like I have to say, look, that's enough. You've done it 3 times in 3 months. Do not do this again. You're wasting both our times. You have grandchildren. Go play with them.
Yeah. Do people come in and tell you to be tough on them? Like, because if people like have a weakness, like if I knew I had a weakness and I went and like, let's say I couldn't stop drinking and I went to a party one night and I went to Jack. I know Jack's a good dude. He's, I said, look, dude, it's your job tonight. Don't let me drink. Keep me straight tonight. Yeah. Let me have some good time. But whatever you do, don't let me drink. Do you have people that come in and kind of say, hey, look, I need you to be tough on me because sometimes I'm not as strict on myself as I should be. I need somebody to kind of hold me to the fire. You ever done that?
Yeah, oh, for sure. I could name, and I won't, but so don't panic out there. I could name several clients that over the years have been that client. They've been kind of micromanaging, a little nervousy, always worried about the next thing, what's coming, what about this, what about that. And over time, I've corrected them firmly so many times that they don't even bother anymore.
Right, yeah.
I get this question all the time. So if the market's down like it is now, and I meet just folks that aren't clients or whatever, just regular folks throughout the day, they'll say, oh, I bet you're getting a lot of phone calls right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many phone calls I've gotten? 0. My clients haven't called, not a single one of them. I have 300 and some odd households that I am responsible for with my team. Not one of them has called to say, should we do something?
Yeah.
Should we not do something?
Because you train them properly,
I have
basically.
trained them.
Yeah.
And what we also do, I think, very well is vet them when they're coming on board. So when I meet with somebody, I go through it all. I'm like, how will you feel if this happens? How will you feel if the market's downtown? Oh, absolutely.
Did not know that.
Not only do
like an interview process.
Not only do I say it verbally, I show them. So we have something we call a stress test. So when the client comes in, I take their portfolio, I build out their spreadsheet, I show them what it looks like at this return or that return, this kind of savings if you spend this much, all that nonsense. But I also show them before they leave. The last thing I show them is, what if you have an absolutely abysmal start to this experience? What if it's 1999 and you retire and you have $1 million, and by the end of 2001 you have $700,000? What are you going to do? Now, you know what they all say. They all say, I'd be fine.
And they're not going to be fine.
They're not always going to be fine.
I
might not even be fine at that moment.
I would definitely not be fine.
But the reality is I need to show them what down really looks like, what bad really looks like, and I need them to tell me in their own words how that's going to make them feel, because that's going to determine how I design a portfolio and how I interact with them.
Yeah, Ross yesterday was on the show because he had to miss last week, and he made a great declaration that he's finally joining the ranks of EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com, and he can't wait. And I will tell you, this is from me as a guy who's watched Ross, basically turn into a fine young man. Not that he was a bad person when he joined the program, but his life has changed dramatically. It really has. Now that he has that baby, he has to start thinking about more than just the next stand-up gig or something like that. He's like literally thinking long-term in the future now. Watching that transition because of your interaction with him has been great, because it's been a mentorship kind of, like he's just been around you for a while. And just I want people to realize this as well. I mean, Ross has been around you for as long as you've been doing this bit.
Yep.
How many years is that?
2 years.
2 years.
Yep.
He just made the decision.
Yeah.
2 years,
2
guys.
years. Yeah.
2 years of being in the realm of this right here, just finally made that decision. I want you to realize that you aren't under pressure to do this. This is a decision you need to make on your own, so that when you do engage an advisor like Scott, that you do feel perfectly comfortable. Ross let himself get to his comfort point, and then he finally made the decision. That's a process I think everybody could mimic with great success.
Well, and people do. So listeners very frequently will call in and say, hey, I need to book an appointment with Scott or Bratcher, my son. I'd like to come in, and we'll always ask them, how did you come to that decision? They're like, well, I've been listening for 6 months or 8 months or 11 months or whatever it is, and I realize it's time for me to get this done.
Yeah.
That is the answer probably most often.
Yeah.
Is they've listened, they've thought it through, they've heard the anecdotes, they've heard the stories, like, yeah, that does kind of apply to me, maybe that doesn't apply to me, but whatever. It helped them come to a certain comfort level. And I'm going to tell you, by a mile, the most important thing when you engage with a financial advisor or any professional, an accountant, a doctor, whatever it is the comfort. You have to have a level of trust, because if you don't trust and something bad happens and I tell you, don't do this, and you don't trust, you're going to do the thing I told you not to do.
Right, yeah. Because you automatically think you're working in your own behalf.
Right.
You're really not looking out for me. You're saving your own ass kind of scenario.
That is 100% true, and I will also tell you the time that Edgewater Family Wealth gets the most clients is actually in bad markets.
I can imagine.
Yeah, because people are starting to think, okay, well, my person's hiding under the desk, and I haven't heard from them in 8 months. And that's, oddly enough, that's when we get a lot of clients.
And I know that we're running out of time here. I want to make sure we get to talk about the live event that's coming up here next week, actually. Right, March 30th,
March 30 or 31. Does anybody know? We got it. I got it wrong last week.
Yeah, I thought it was March 30th, which is a Monday.
No, that can't be right.
It's Tuesday? Then it's the 31st.
It's the 30th. It's correct.
That's 31st, which is Ruth Chris and Lake Mary.
1 week from today.
Correct.
Right, and you come in, and basically this is a seminar, but it really isn't. It's like a luncheon where you can ask questions to you and to other people in your office, who, whether it be Greg or whomever, who deal with Medicaid, who deal with 401ks, who do special things of that. You have a lunch. It's Ruth Chris. You're going to get a really nice meal, and you're going to get great information. I know that lately you guys have actually been doing, like, in real time, planning for people so they can actually see what it looks like to put their numbers on a sheet and kind of look at it in real time.
Yeah, I think it's critical that we do that now, because I think a lot of people hear us talk about planning and they're like, what is that? We sit down with a calculator and plug in 2 or 3. No, it's a pretty comprehensive thing. And we take about 15 minutes to kind of give you a summarized version. But now you have the visual in your head. You know kind of what it looks like. You know it's not intimidating. And you also know the outcomes are not absolute. If your scoring is not what you want it to be, we will give you the tools to fix that scoring.
Right. And by the way, there's no looking down the nose. Scott doesn't walk in here in a Brooks Brothers suit every day. He's got shorts and a T-shirt on today. He's a real dude who grew up humbly. He speaks your language. You don't have to worry about him using language that's going to airmail you. He will talk to you like a real person and explain this stuff to you in real person terminologies that you can understand. EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. Go to that pull-down bar. Make your reservation for this gig next Tuesday and see this happen in real time for yourself.
Yeah, we'd love to have you. It's a great event. I think we actually have 6 couple slots left.
That's it?
Yeah, so you want to get on it.
And that doesn't cost a nickel, by the way. And all you have to do is reserve.
Does not cost a dime. Just grab the pull down.
Always good seeing you, big dog.
Likewise.
Deb, what do you got for news, kid?
We've got a jury in New Mexico ruling against Meta. Closer to home, another Bucks legend announces their retirement, and a new interactive shopping service coming to a couch near you.
Oh, God.
We'll talk about that next during You Heard It Here First.
All right, 77031. Let's take a little break. We'll come back and get Deb's news and get the hell out of here on a Tuesday.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
You may want to hang on to the umbrella as we progress into our Tuesday evening, as we are tracking another cold front across Central Florida. Hi there, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist TJ Springer. Not a washout, but we are expecting hit or miss showers and storms. A couple could be on the stronger side, so we'll have to watch out for that. Could have some frequent lightning, gusty wind, and maybe even some small hail. And the strongest of storms, they start to fade away tonight. Still could see a few showers, maybe a rumble with temperatures dipping only into the low to mid 60s. So still pretty muggy and mild. But for our Wednesday, we will be a little cooler. That front is still locked up on the area with more showers and thunderstorms possible, a few anyway, with highs topping out in the upper 70s and lower 80s. From the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist TJ Springer.
This report is sponsored by Advanced Air Home Service. One call does it all.
Dispatch, this is Mindy, Advanced Air Home Services.
Well, boy, it's getting hot out there. Now, if your AC is making funny noises, just needs a once-over, or your home isn't as cool as it used to be, visit AdvancedAirandHeat.com. Advanced Air Home Services. License CAC 1820806.
Coach Becht here. Spring football is coming to Orlando March 29th at 8 p.m. at Inter & Co Stadium. Your Orlando Storm versus the Columbus Aviators. And at halftime, the one and only DJ Khaled, live.
Get tickets at UFLstorm.com.
Russ Rollins here. Listen, Orlando Zero Res can clean your carpets the right way. Don't do it yourself. They'll clean 3 bedrooms for $147. Give them a call, 407-232-9188, or book online, orlandozerores.com. Zero Res, spelled forwards or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Out here, if you're doing nothing, you're doing everything right. Though on a cruise with Norwegian, even if you're doing nothing, you're still basking in the warm sun, enjoying the peaceful ocean waves. You're breathing. Don't forget about breathing. Definitely need to be breathing. So you get to do nothing or everything, but you still need to be breathing. It's like really important.
Experience the difference with cruises to Alaska, the Caribbean, and Europe. Norwegian Cruise Line. It's different out here. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Norwegian Cruise Line ships registry the Bahamas and USA.
I'm a good person. I pay my taxes. And then, right when I get my refund check, bam! Car dealers want it for a down payment. Well, not this year. I'm going to RC. RC Hill Mitsubishi. Every vehicle is a dime.
It's my tax time dime down sales event. It's inventory tax time, and I'm way overstocked. Prices under 20 grand, payments under $300 a month. Brand new 2025s and 200 certified used cars and trucks must go. Get $5,687 over KBB trade value. Prices under 20 grand, payments under $300 a month. With 0% financing for 72 months. Get into the best back car in America at RC Hill Mitsubishi.
Plus, you get a lifetime warranty. Lifetime on new and pre-owned.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime.
At RC Hill Mitsubishi. In DeLand, just 2 miles off I-4. DeLand and Ocala.
RCHill.com.
RCHill.com.
Dime down, $535 a month, 72 months at 6% APR, plus tax tag title to qualified buyers.
The podcast Love Trapped examines how former bachelor Clayton Eckard's one-night fling spiraled into a paternity scandal. Through interviews and investigation, the podcast follows his fight to expose the truth with the help of strangers and citizen sleuths.
The whole fear behind this is like, first off, I don't believe you. But if by chance you actually got pregnant, I'm not afraid of how many kids. I'm afraid of you.
Listen to Love Trapped on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Love Trapped and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
One man, one microphone, 8 hard-ass questions, and enough fun to light up your whole week. It's Fritz on the Street. Catch it live Thursdays at 1 p.m. on The News Junkie. Sponsored by that mortgage guy, Don.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.com.
The world's best bull riders. One shot, 8 seconds, no mercy. The rankest bulls in the sport are waiting. This is professional bull riding. Watch it live as we unleash the beast. This weekend from Albuquerque, only on Paramount Plus.
We talk a lot about the diamonds at International Diamond Center, but did you know that over half of our showroom is dedicated to fashion jewelry, earrings, bracelets, bands, pendants, rings?
A woman comes in, it might not be her statement piece that she wears every day, but for a night out with friends, she wants to find that piece that truly shows her character and her taste.
IDC's Ryan McMahon says he loves seeing women come in and treat themselves.
And they deserve it. Every lady should have multiple pieces of jewelry that make her feel confident and happy when she wears it.
Colored gemstones, mixed metal styles, stackable pieces, bold looks, IDC has it all from the world's premier designers.
Our fashion pieces, they don't just sit stagnant. They're constantly changing out. We always have our thumb on the pulse of the industry. When you come into one of our stores, you see all of the latest looks that you'll see on any TV program, magazine, you name it.
Find the perfect piece of jewelry for any occasion or no occasion at all at International Diamond Center. 4 Orlando locations.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Pavers Depot.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan.
Hey, boys and girls, our friends at TK Law want to remind us to look ahead. We'll look ahead on Real Radio and what's coming up tomorrow. The Monsters in the Morning, some great prizes. And let's see, and also some special guests, including one very special, Ray Trenley with TK Law. Always a fun segment on Wednesdays on The Monsters. When it comes time for you to look ahead for you and your family, do it with the team at TK Law when you're planning your family's future. Visit onefirmforlife.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey, JCS crew, what's going on? This is Ray Mello. Long day in the classroom, heading home now.
Right on, Bill.
Jim, you're a music lover. I don't know if you've been watching the news about the controversy between Moby and the Kinks over their classic song Lola. Moby says that that song is gross and transphobic, and Dave Davies went on record saying that he's an idiot. I think it's a classic. What's your take on that?
Well, I think it's a classic as well.
What is going on? The Jim Colbert Show.
What's
up, everybody? It's Remy. How you guys doing? I'm glad you guys are having a great day so far. So, guys, I am back with Universal. I am happy to announce that I will be working at Epic Universal.
Nice.
Whenever you guys decide to do your live recording from Universal, I am there. So, have a great day, guys.
Thanks, Remy. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack. Yeah. Scott Brown, EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. Do not forget, have a live gig coming up next Tuesday. Lake Mary Ruth's Chris. I think it's 11:30-12 scenario. It's lunch. Mm-hmm. Slide in, get yourself something to eat and some knowledge that could literally change your life. And it's free. It does not cost a nickel. There will be no hard sell. There will be none of that. You will not have to buy the knife kit.
No plaid suit.
No plaid suit. Mm-mm. No, you can't leave until you sign on this.
Whoa.
Zero of that.
Can you wear a plaid suit?
You can't. I encourage you to wear a plaid suit.
I'll do that for a free lunch.
Yeah. Make a statement quickly. Plaid suit. EdgewaterFamilyWealth.com. A few seats left in that seminar, and grab them, and they're absolutely free. Just reserve your spot. Again, that's the 30th, which is Tuesday of next week. How you playing, by the way? You playing any golf?
I am. I'm leaving here to go to Alabama.
Are you really?
RTJ.
Oh, you're going to the trails?
Yes.
God, dog it, dude.
Yeah.
You played some killer places this year already. You've already played PGA West this year?
Yep.
And then you're going to play a Robert Trent Green. Was it Robert Trent Green?
Jones.
Jones, yeah, or RTJ. Yeah, Robert Trent Jones. The trails out there are some of the most famous golf courses in that area in Alabama.
Yeah.
Someone looks jealous.
It doesn't suck to be me.
It does not suck to be you. No. I am going to play golf. It's not going to be any of the Robert Trent Jones courses, but I am playing a classic course.
Donald
Ross course. My hometown is one of the best in all of Central Florida.
Don't be long.
Do not be long ever.
Do not be long.
Don't right or left or long or.
Yeah.
5,800 yards of complete and utter misery. And I cannot wait. I can't wait. My son's going this year, and I've told him how hard it is.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for him to play. Tomorrow afternoon, I think we're playing 9 holes, and I can't wait for him to see the greens cut and double rolled so he can have a 4-footer that literally rolls back to the 100-yard marker.
What is it? So what does it mean, don't be long? What advice is that for that specific course?
Okay, Deb, we're gonna keep you. Okay, here's the deal. The way they built the golf course, if you hit the ball long, it makes it more difficult to get the ball back on the green and make par.
Right.
Virtually impossible. Let's do You Heard It Here first.
I heard blah, 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 blah.
You heard it here first on the Jim Colbert Show.
Yeah, well, a jury in New Mexico says Meta failed to safeguard its Facebook and Instagram apps from online predators targeting kids. The ruling today follows weeks of testimony that pitted the state against the social media giant in a civil case that could impact several similar cases across the U.S. We've got one where the jurors have been deliberating for over a week, and they cannot come to a consensus.
Wait, this sets a crazy precedent
Yes,
for them.
it does. Now, Meta must now pay $375 million in damages for violating New Mexico's Unfair Practices Act. No surprise here. Meta says it will appeal the ruling.
Yeah.
All right, after 15 years, Bucs linebacker Levante David is announcing his retirement from football.
Oh, wow. And Bucs are taking it in the ass this year already.
Yeah,
God.
David was selected by the Bucs in the second round of the 2012 draft and has spent his entire Hall of Fame caliber career with the team. Speaking to reporters, the 36-year-old Super Bowl champion paid tribute to his teammates, who he says helped him to make fun or to have fun on the field, especially after the death of his mother.
You know, I see some of the guys, some of my old teammates in here right now. I hope you guys know that, man. I greatly appreciate you guys, and you guys brought joy to me every time I stepped on the field.
Now, in a statement, the Glazier family said David will be remembered for his humble demeanor and strong commitment to our community. He's the second Bucs legend to depart this month after Mike Evans elected to sign with the 49ers in free agency.
Yeah, that sucks.
Stop talking.
And then finally, Samsung TV Plus.
Okay.
is introducing new interactive shopping capabilities.
I like this already.
Samsung and Amazon are teaming up to give users the chance to shop from Amazon via their remote control.
You're looking for different ways to spend money, Jim?
Yeah. That's just what I need.
Samsung
Scott
ads.
wants you to save.
Samsung ads will also have new features in their ad formats, including product galleries, vertical video, and a click-to-email button.
All right.
Notice the fiduciary is over there like, oh, God.
Hey, does it have a click-to-invest button?
The new service is set to launch in July.
Wow.
And you heard it here first on The Jim Colbert Show.
Thank you, Deborah. Appreciate that, as always.
Sure.
To whom do we thank today?
Well, we have to thank the fabulous Scott Brown with
This guy.
Edgewater Family.
I love that fabulous thing. I just love it.
What an ass. He had to drop that golf thing on me right there at the last minute. What a dick. I'm going to kick him in his ass on the way out of here.
Also
I'm
want
going
to
to trip him at least 3 times. Take the stairs, dog.
We also want to thank Greg Higerson, Chief Development Officer for the Second Harvest Food Bank, and also want to thank Alex Doman for his What'd You Do That's New recommendation.
Very nice.
In case you missed Scott's timely financial advice or What'd You Do That's New or our interview with Greg Higerson, all of the podcasts have been posted at The Jim Colbert Show. And then last but never least, Sam Bowen, Candace Rich, and Alicia Bulware for running our YouTube chat.
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate that every day. Jack, question of the day?
Yeah, in our YouTube chat, we pose a question. Do you watch reality TV shows?
Read a story today, Scott says reality TV show is eating it. It's really kind of going off the rails.
Dying on the vine.
I think maybe I'll go, 20% say yes, they do?
29.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, very good. You a reality TV guy, though?
Hell no.
Yeah, I can imagine.
He's not even a TV
No,
guy.
I don't even like to know those people exist.
Smart.
Go watch the video of that Bachelor girl who just whooped the hell out of her husband.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Go look at that one.
I'll watch that.
That's a hoot. That'll
And
show
then
you.
watch Reacher beating up his neighbor.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
All right, coming up tomorrow, it's Scott Maxwell.
Yep.
He's in.
He is in.
That's right.
He's
Plus-
going to be filling in for us. We'll have Daryl Payne with Pawfection Dog Training.
Nice.
That
Plus-
time of the month.
Your call, sex, and talkbacks. That's all coming up tomorrow right here on the Jim Colbert Show. Let's get the hell out of here. What do you say?
Sounds good.
All right, on behalf of Deb, Jack, and Scott, I'm Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the monsters in the morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan at Corbett Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic Tuesday evening.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah.
If you missed any part of today's show, check out the Jim Colbert Show on demand. And for highlighted feature segments, listen to the Jim Colbert Show The Goods. Both are available for free on the iHeartRadio app.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Accident on the beach line eastbound, still in the process of being cleaned up at Tradeport Drive, Conway Road exit 9. Shoulder there remains blocked.